All right, we're back. This may be a pretty short stream. I don't know. Depends on what my wife wants to do today. We may run out to the woods. We were supposed to go to a cookout, so I don't know if that's going to happen. All right. Just have to wait and see. While she's doing stuff, I figured I'd jump on and play a little Conquest Azeroth. We're going to try the Starcaller. And actually, because I dislike the Night Elf models so much in the high resolution graphics, I actually uninstalled them. And we're just using the classic World of Warcraft Night Elf models, which in my opinion look about 10,000 times better. I think this character model looks so much better than the high resolution models. So when I play with a character where the models look really good on high resolution, like an orc, I'll turn them back on. It's not very difficult to switch back and forth between the two. Wish I could scale the map and keep this little open character upgrades thing. I don't think I'll be able to move that. Wish I could. Hold shift. Wait. But see, that just moves it around what they think is the size of the map. Maybe if I put it way off the screen here. Let's try this. We're going to go, I guess, strength on this character for primary stat. And let's close this. Close that. Let's try and see what happens when we scale this up. We're at 100%. It's right there. If I go farther, it moves in. It's actually not too bad there. Let's leave it at 1.07. That actually is not bad. Yeah. At least it's a little bit bigger. Right, and I like the rustic looking map. Looks better. Scaled our damage meter, which constantly breaks in this version of the game, and we need to go to interface and add our action bars quickly. Almost done. Okay, we're going to quartz toggle. Player over here. Target window. Align these with the bottom here. Good. Looks. I like a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. And then I see the no risk. Going to be our miscellaneous buffs. Okay. We'll just move these down a little bit. What about our energy, extra energy bar? I would put it here. I do have buffs above. I could flip the buffs, but no, I don't have buffs above. Forgot I'm not using X-Pro. We should be able to put the energy bar here, but if we have a pet, which I don't think we do, let's put this. Let's try placing this right here for now. That's a little bit off, isn't it? Good. Player is actually a little bit off, but we'll just leave it. It'll have to do.
I'm listening. Greetings.
Of course, we're gonna have to resync our vanity items. Go to known vanity items, and we're gonna grab our spell enchanted war chest. because we want Bitlord bags. Nice of them to give us that, and then we are going to close all bags, open all bags. We're going to put our books here. These are the different trees, the talent trees we have for the Starcaller. We got Tides, Moonbow, and Astral Warfare. I wonder what Moonbow is. That sounds interesting. So we actually can use a bow. That's interesting. And we get Moon Arrow, Replenishment. So we got... That's interesting. I didn't know this class was like an archer class, or at least it has the ability to be kind of an archer. Then if we go into the Tides, it looks like we're more of a caster. That's a buff, though. Slash your target. Heal the target. So, interesting. Let's go back to the website real quick. I want to see what they describe this class as. So if we go to Ascension, GG, and then we have to click on let's see, news. I want to click on this right here, news article. And we want to go to Starcaller. And it says, oops, that's not a Starcaller. The image is really cool. Starcallers are shimmering knights of Elune, moon knights, defenders, and huntresses both. So huntress obviously would be like a kind of like a hunter. These heavily armored fighters use a combination of martial weapons and lunar magic to protect allies against your foes, often intimately in tune with the arcane. Starcallers rely on their immense mana pool to invoke powerful astral magic, empowering both their offensive and defense. Okay, well, obviously, if they rely on their mana pool, intellect is going to be our primary stat for sure, which is, I think, what I chose. Let's go to this other one, which is the Astral Warfare. This is melee weapon based. Yeah. And right off the bat, the abilities we have. Let's get our auto attack, start attack button. We're sitting at 13 avoidance cap. Our avoidance cap sucks. That's annoying me. I'm such an anal person when it comes to layout. Like I just bugs me if things aren't like good. Very anal that way. Let's just center it. Should look better. Okay, looks a little better. All right, so let's pick up our quests. Good. I don't typically use this hair color, but I thought this greenish hair color kind of matches the theme of the class. The class kind of has this astral look to them. Well, I could have gone with like maybe a bluish, but I think the green looks all right. There's nobody to kill. Nobody to kill. Oh yeah, let's look at our abilities. So we've got Celestial Strike, requires a melee weapon. You strike an enemy with your weapon dealing such damage and generating 8% of your maximum mana. So this actually generates mana. So this is going to be our primary. So this is called Celestial Strike. So we're going to go ahead and macro this one. It's probably going to be used quite often. So because it's generating our mana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a macro. Sea Strike. And we want to put Start Attack in there and Celestial Strike. I'm actually going to replace my normal attack with that. And Aspect of the Stars gives the damaging spells, the attacks and range attacks a chance to call down an Astral Flare. This is an instant, only one aspect can be on at a time. Let's just go ahead and put it here. So this is like a kind of like stance, or it's always on. So right now we're just basically melee. Oh, wait a minute, we have a bow. Shit, we have a bow. We have a bow, folks. Message for you, sir. Okay, interesting. Feels smooth. I like it. All right, let's go to our spell book and grab auto shot. We're just gonna put this on 3 for now. Should have a. All right, that works. As usual, Night Elves with a beautiful jumping ability. What attracted me to World of Warcraft initially? Let's turn on the nameplates. They're not on, so we turn on nameplates. What attracted me to World of Warcraft the first time I played it? First time I ever played World of Warcraft, I played a Night Elf because I saw the video, the World of Warcraft vanilla video. And I saw the Night Elf run around and transform into a Panther. And I was like, oh, I gotta play that, right? That looks so cool. And I played a Night Elf, and I jumped off a hill, and she did a flip in the air, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Because I came from Lineage 2, which you have to remember was click to move, you know? So just this character being so agile and nimble and doing these little flips and not having to click to move was just like groundbreaking for me. I was like, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. As you can see, she's got a beautiful mixture of range and melee right off the bat, which is really cool. I like that. And you can see that I threw a little star. The aura at my feet. Oh, I think that's this. My little aspect. So they have aspects, like a hunter has aspects. So I think it's the aspect. So if I turn this off, see, it goes away. So it's this aspect. When this is on, my damaging spells have a chance to call down an astral flare. And if you saw in the mob I just killed, that actually occurred. So we'll turn it back on. Beautiful animation there. So astral, yeah. So that aspect is currently on. We're gonna go ahead and shoot a couple arrows. Move in. You know, she hits really hard. Animations look pretty good. One of the things with the alpha is some of the animations, the melee animations, haven't really looked that great. But this one so far looks pretty good. Clients running 119 ms, that's okay. There's the astral flare coming down. I'll try not to jump around too much. I do that a lot, and I know it's probably not the best thing to watch, me bouncing around. Person once told me the easiest way to tell if it's a girl or a boy playing a character in World of Warcraft is if they're jumping around, it's a boy, and if they're not jumping at all, it's a girl. I always remember that, and it's actually fairly true. Boys like to bounce around. All right.
Peace be with you. Farewell. Good luck, friend.
Alright, so this is what? Prize level 6. Fine. Fine! Don't let me use it.
Greetings.
We can actually just grab all of these for the fun of it, because
What brings
they're probably not worth much XP,
Ishnuala?
but they're all really close together, and they do give us reputation, although this is just alpha. But we can grab them anyway. What's up, Vlad? How's it going? Well, it's cool as a night elf because she flips, so it just feels good jumping around as a night elf because of the flip. I always find that when I'm on a night elf, I jump a lot more than I do on any other class.
Greetings.
Okay. Oops. How do I get in the alpha? Eric, I hate to tell you that unfortunately it costs money. And there's a video that McDoubles did about, and where he kind of talked about how disgusting it is that they charge you $800 to get into the alpha. But I mean, $800. God, that would be disgusting. But if you go to the website and you go to the shop and you have to pick on the server. It doesn't really. I don't think it matters what server you pick because this is just this is one server. That's just if you were going to buy something for a character on the regular Ascension servers. But if you go to bundles, if you go to uh, bundles here, Ascension bundles, right here, you'll see the Conquest of Azeroth Alpha Access bundle, and it costs 100 DP, man, which is really greedy of them, I think. I mean, it's fine, you know, you're giving money to the developers, and they're putting in a lot of effort, but I mean, these guys are raking in. Trust me, they're making good money. I mean, people buy so much stuff through the shop. I would love to see how much money this they make in a month. I bet it's. I know for a fact that when people buy the Conquest of this and they open up the book, because you get a package in your mail when you open up the package, you actually here I'll show you. So if you go to Vanity, it stores all the stuff you've purchased off the store, and I've actually purchased quite a few things. It looks like I've purchased a lot more than I have because a lot of the things come in a bundle, and when you open up the bundle, it breaks out all the items, and then when you right click on them in your inventory, it adds it to the Vanity. So like for example, this came in a bundle. This came in a bundle. This was an achievement. I completed the Iron Man mode, so I got this mount. This was an individual thing I bought. This was an individual thing I bought. This came in a bundle. This came in a bundle. This came in a bundle. So, you know, it's not like I went out and bought like hundreds of stuff. I really only bought like a couple bundles. I bought access to the Lich King. The best bundle I ever bought was this one right here, the Fell Enchanted War Chest, because this gives me infinite 22 slot bags. Like, I have infinite 22 slot bags, and it works for every character I ever create. So every character I create on an Area 52 server, I instantly have as many 22 slot bags as I want. So that was the best purchase I ever made. And that was like $25. And it comes with, you know, with a mount and a tabard and some other stuff. But the bundle is, let's see if I can find it. It's this one. Well, there's the cash. This came in the bundle, which was a cosmetic set. It's writing. I guess I can't get the whole bundle again. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Because the when you get the bundle for the alpha access, you get a book, and the book goes in your inventory. When you right click on the book, it announces to the whole server that such and such has unlocked access to the alpha. And I can tell you that when they started doing this on the 31st of last month, the alpha's only been available since the 31st of last month, that because it goes to the world chat. The world chat was constantly popping up with people buying, you know, getting access. So I mean, they probably made like $10,000 or $20,000 the first day they launched. I mean, seriously, it was that. I saw that many people buying it. So, but yeah, it's basically it's 100 DP, but they're doing double DP right now. So if you pay $50, you would have 100 DP. So basically, yeah, $50, man. It's $50, dude. And it stinks. And I was on this fence about whether I should buy it. The reason I bought it is I just started streaming and playing Ascension about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And you know, I only play usually one game at a time, and I was spending quite a bit of time into Ascension. And I was like, well, I don't want to spend like really put a ton of time into the regular game if if I find out that I like this Conquest of Azeroth better. And the only way I'm going to find out if I like Conquest of Azeroth better is to get the alpha and play all the classes. There's 21 different classes, and unfortunately, it's 1x leveling. So to level each one up takes quite a bit of time. You know, it's like playing original classic WoW, original vanilla WoW at the leveling speed. And so I just was like, well, let me just buy it and play it. And if I like it, then I won't kill myself spending a ton of time playing the other game, which is just the regular Ascension, you know, classless system game. I'll still play that game because I really like that game. But so far I've been pretty happy with the alpha. I think it's pretty good. And I have this one, don't I? So far I've been pretty happy with it. But yeah, $50 is a lot of money, man. You know, that's... Man, she just auto attacks. You see that? Like when she's done, watch this. I think it's because I hit the start attack. No, it didn't do it that time. That was weird. It was like she auto shot the next mob. Also, she's stopping attacks sometimes, which is interesting. I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't usually experience that with my ranged abilities. There, see, she did it again. She auto shot the next mob. That could get me into trouble. I'm not sure why she's doing that. Turn the sound down. It's way too loud. I don't know why she's auto shooting an arrow at the next target. Weird. I'm gonna have to be careful with what I'm doing here. As far as I know, this is it. As far as I know, Vlad, these 21 are the classes they're going to add. I haven't seen any information around them trying to say they're going to add more. I think, I think the goal for them is to, in the alpha, is to fix any bugs with all the classes and to focus on just these classes. Because 21 classes is a lot of classes, right? I mean, that's a lot. But I think the goal really is just to focus on the 21 classes right now. You know, when you purchase the alpha bundle, you get access to their Discord, right? Just like a lot of games, when you get a pre-order package, you'll get access to like the website, you know, the website beta or alpha area. You get access to the, you know, the Discord. Like here's the Discord. You know, I posted some feedback earlier today. It wasn't much, but I posted some feedback on the Guardian and the Cultist right here. But here's the feedback forum. And in general, and so there's Ascension Conquest Discord. There's an Ascension Wrath of Wrath of the Lich King Discord, because they have that is currently in alpha as well. And then there's the regular Ascension Discord. And what's amazing is, if you look at their regular Ascension Discord, what's amazing is how many people are in it. There's 16,518 people currently, you know, logged into Discord that are members of the Ascension Discord. So, a lot of people. And I am jumping again, I apologize. I just can't help but jump around as a night elf. This is a Demon Hunter, I think. This is a Venomancer. Right? Because I know they start out with that robe. And the classes are race locked. So, like, the only race that can play a Starcaller on the Alliance side is the Night Elf. So, a lot of the classes are locked in. Which is, I think, a good thing. I like that. I don't think every class should be able to play every race should be able to play every class. I think it adds more to racial identity and more to kind of like to some degree the lore of the game, you know. These aren't worth much XP, but it's still fun to do. We do have arrows. Luckily, they started me out with a stack of almost 1,000. I'm gonna go ahead and buy more because I know let's go get another stack of 1,000 because we're gonna blow through these arrows fast probably. Let's see if we can wear mail. I don't know if we can or not. Yes, we can. Or, I don't know. Well, I missed somewhere. Oh, they're up. It's up in the tree above me. In the tree above me. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be like, you know, League of Legends or anything where you see them just continually adding classes. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, from what I understand, most of the work that was done on Ascension Conquest of Azeroth was done by one developer, and then he kind of, I guess, stopped working on it. And I think Ascension just came along and picked it up and said, okay, well, we'll pick up what you've done and keep working on it, you know? I think that's how it came about. I don't know the whole story. Someone even mentioned that perhaps the guy who worked on most of this actually now works with the Ascension team. Not sure. What's this? I picked up a new ability. Didn't even notice. Star Sunder strikes an enemy with a powerful attack from your weapon. Consumes 20% of your mana. Okay. There, she shot her arrow again. I don't know what she's doing, man. Priestess of Elune, which was Tyran's class. I don't know. I don't know much about the class. Is she like a... Was that what they said in the description? Did they mention Priestess? Yeah, the names... If you guys notice... Here, let me show you something that's really interesting. I talked about this yesterday, but it's like somebody came in, created the description of these classes, and it looks like someone else came in and gave the characters their name, their race, gave the player, the names of the characters. Classes, I mean, gave them the class name. So look at this. I'm going to show you. This is really funny. So if you go to create character, right? For example, the Knights of Zoroth, right? See, look, it says right here, the class name is Knights of Zoroth, but the first thing in the yellow text says, Flesh Wardens are warriors. And then if you read further down, it says, Flesh Wardens can emanate deadly pestilences to cripple foes. So it's like, are they Flesh Wardens or are they Knights of Zoroth? And then I think the same thing happens on some of these other ones. Let's look at the Starcaller. Starcaller says they are valiant plate-wearing warriors that can use an array of different types of weapons. It doesn't really say anything else about the priests of Elune. But you said it was Tyran's class. I don't know the lore WoW that well, but there's another class in here too. Right here, the Venomancer, right? The Venomancer, but the first thing it says down below is it says, Disciples of Shadra, also known as prophets or spider druids, are servants of the spider Loa. Okay, so are they called prophets? Is it a prophet? Is it a spider druid? But no, you're calling it a Venomancer. So the naming of these classes is a little hazy on some of these guys. So it's like someone wrote the yellow text and someone else came in and said, well, let's call the class this. I mean, so the naming's a little weird in my opinion. So just a little tidbit there that was interesting, I thought. I don't even have to do anything. I mean, I'm just killing them all before they even get to me. My mini-map with this skin almost kind of just melds into the net landscape because it's so similar colors. The brown and the green kind of match the brown and green of the landscape. Kind of interesting. Oh, I shot an arrow. That was pretty close range to get that arrow off. I want to see if I can get it off while moving, but it doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Auto shot. Type as usual. No, what are you doing? The hard way. Make me do it the hard way. Let's give it a pretty icon or something different just for fun. Just for fun. Blood arrow. And it doesn't work. All that and it doesn't work. Which is rare. Let's see, auto shot. Nah, it's because there's a space. There is a space in there. It overwrote. The reason I did that, the reason I created that macro with the auto shot with the exclamation point is notice now I can actually spam. I can spam this key. Watch, I can just click it, but it doesn't stop me from shooting. Without the exclamation point in there, if you hit it and then hit it again, you'll stop shooting. So that's why I made that macro. If you guys were wondering. Okay, what do we need? Find Everon. But I don't know why it didn't want to use my thing. I have not, but honestly, I haven't looked. But I will say that I haven't seen any comments from the developers regarding my feedback. I've posted feedback about 3 different times. The most feedback I posted was on the Witch Hunter because I thought the Witch Hunter had the most issues with it. I mean, not like breaking issues or anything, but I thought there definitely needed to be some work done to the Witch Hunter, in my opinion. You know. But like, yeah, I haven't seen like the developers commenting on it. I mean, they're constantly rolling out updates, so but I haven't seen like a post saying these are the changes. But I do think that if you go to the launcher, I do think it shows some of that stuff. If you go, you can see here that they do post some of it, and you can go to the bug tracker. But I'm not sure if the bug tracker is specific to, which shows all the bugs that people have posted, and it also shows, how many have been resolved in the past 7 days, how many bugs have been reported all time, bugs resolved all time, 6,900. I don't know if these are also the alpha stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is the alpha bugs as well as regular Ascension bugs. I don't really know. Like if we go new ticket, right? It's going to work. Normally, I've created tickets before this way. But it looks like for some reason it's not working right now, which is not surprising. Stuff on this client like stops working all the time because they're constantly changing stuff. But yeah, the bug tracker looks like it's not working currently. But I have posted tickets before, and they're usually pretty quick to address them. I've opened up 2 tickets in-game, and I've gotten responses usually within like 20 minutes. So they're pretty good. But I think probably regarding the bugs and for this alpha, you're probably going to have to go to the Discord, to get that stuff looked at. It does look like, I don't know, like the attacks targeting people nearby. I guess that makes sense. But I've started attacking my macro. Yeah, so here's the Discord. Announcements, let's take a look. This most recent crash was just some spells being reloaded. So Dutch is on the team. I've talked to Thulis a couple times because I have had to actually ask him for access to some of the Discords. And he's responded almost instantly. But if I tried to mention a question to him later about getting onto the streamer list, and he never responded to that. So obviously he responds to something about something you purchased, but anything else he's like, screw you. Which is fine. I mean, I get it. I understand. Here's the alpha feedback. I'm just curious in the feedback form here if, like here, Liquid has commented, and I'm assuming that he's let's see, that he's probably on the team, maybe. Yeah, see, he's on the team, so he's one of the developers, I would imagine. So you see a few comments from the team member there. And there is a suggestion, but it's very active. I mean, you can see there's a lot. Like if you go to the feedback section, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Just since I posted my post at 10:56 a.m., which was about an hour ago, there's been this many posts since then. So not a ton, but there's still, it's still pretty early in the day. And then they have forums for each of the 21 classes where you can go in and probably talk about the classes in these individual forums. So, I'm pretty confident that yeah, they're actively working on making changes and trying to fix bugs. They've always shown that they are pretty quick to try to address issues. They bring the regular Ascension servers down very frequently, and usually for just quick restarts to fix bugs. But if you play on the regular Ascension server, it's very common for it to go down about 6 or 7 times a day. But the downtime is usually anywhere from 3 minutes to maybe 8 minutes. It's very it's not down for long. And they always say, hey, we're bringing the server down in 20 minutes to do a bug patch or whatever. So it's very, very common. They're constantly, adjusting and changing things. So I don't think it'll be any different for the Conquest of Azeroth as well. I think they're going to be working hard. And I also know they have different team of people are working on the Conquest of Azeroth versus the team that works on the regular Ascension. It almost feels like this ability, the Star Sunder, doesn't really do that much damage. Like, if I go up and use it, let's see how much damage it does. I mean, it looked like it did like 17 damage, whereas my Celestial Strike seems to do a lot more. Well, of course it crit, but it did 50. Anyways. And she keeps doing this. There's one little, for some reason, I don't know if it's a bug, but sometimes she just shoots at the next target. Like, I'm not, like that target was pretty far away and I started shooting arrows at it. So, I'm not sure what that's all about. That's happened like 4 or 5 times now. Where I'll be like attacking a mob, and when the mob dies, she shoots an arrow at like this spider up here. Let's see if she does it here. Now, I've got Start Attack macroed into my Celestial Strike, so that's not what's doing it. So I'm not sure. Here, let me go back. It could just be that... No, that's not doing it either, so no matter what I'm doing here, there she did it. But I don't know. But that's because I targeted the mob, then hit. So there is a weird behavior going on with where she's automatically shooting an arrow at targets sometimes, and I don't know why. That's something I've experienced before. Oh, I thought I was Intellect. Oh shit, I'm not Intellect. Oh, thank you, Emil. I didn't realize I wasn't Intellect. I thought I was. I thought I was Intellect. Yeah, I actually... Well, I had meant to put Intellect, and I guess I didn't. But yeah, this class uses their mana pool for damage, so... yeah, let's take a look. So, ranged right now is 12. And if we go to strength... I have noticed, range drop down to 8. I have noticed that on some classes that the main stat isn't working quite right. Specifically, I'm trying to think what class was like that. I think it was the Knights of Zoroth, where I made a change and it said that, it scaled off like strength or something, but it didn't... Oh, it was defense. It was the Guardian. So on the Guardian have this buff they cast on themselves that's supposed to increase their armor by 30%. But when I looked at my armor, it would say something like right here, it'd say like 191. And then when I turned that buff on, it still said 191. Did I put that in the feedback? You know what? I don't think I did. I should fix that. Let me fix that real quick. I don't think I did put that in there. Nope. I don't remember the name of the Guardian self buff that increases armor by 30% is not reflected in stats screen. Armor appears unchanged. Now let's go ahead and add that in there. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks. I appreciate it, dude. It scales, and I was like, no worries, I want to play this so bad. Oh yeah, it's $50, dude, which is a lot, you know. And that's a lot. I've never tried to scale this wall here. Doesn't look like I can. This is a Venomancer here. See this Scorpion? This is a Venomancer that is shape-shifted into... And the weird thing about the Venomancer is they have these swords, which I don't like. See how she's dual-wielding daggers? Then she shape-shifts into the Scorpion, but it shows the daggers. I don't like that. And I haven't done my Venomancer feedback yet, but when I do the feedback, I'm going to comment on it. I wish that those daggers, you know, those weapons wouldn't show. So... yeah. Well, it looks promising if they can adjust, if they can make the changes that need to be made, and there's a lot. I mean, this is alpha, so obviously it's very, very early, but there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. Like, most of it's minor. I haven't seen any, like, major issues, really. You know? Like, this class so far, everything was working pretty well. I haven't really found any issues with this class yet, which is a good sign. You know? How much did it cost you, Reduct? How much did it cost you to buy the Alpha Access? I know a lot of people have been farming gold so they can buy it. I know, it's like Scorpion with 2 daggers, I know. It's pretty funny looking, isn't it? That's pretty funny looking. 1.6k? That's not bad. 1.6k is not that bad. You can sell enchanted items for a couple hundred gold. Yeah. 1.6k is pretty cheap. I would have thought it was going to be like 8,000 or something. I'm really shocked that it's that cheap. You must have got a good deal or something. I've seen Aura of Experience go for like, you know, 500 gold. You know, just to put this in perspective, I've seen Aura of Experience go from anywhere from like 200 gold to 500 gold, and Aura of Experience only costs like literally like let's see. Aura of Experience right now, oh, it's not on sale anymore. It was on sale for 7 DP. And, you know, remember, 7 DP is 2 DP, 2x DP right now. So 7 DP was only $3.50. So I'd seen Aura of Experience going for 7 DP, like, and you could buy it for $3.50, then sell it in the game for like 300 gold. You know? And you do the math, you probably could have bought a bunch of these, sold them, and then bought the Alpha Access and maybe got it for like, you know, instead of $50, maybe you could have got it for like, you know, $25. You know? Oh, it was the seasonal. See, I don't play on the seasonal server. I play on the free pick. I don't like being limited. I like having the freedom to just pick whatever I want, you know? Because you can do all kinds of really cool builds. Purposely. It's not RNG based. I'm not a big fan of RNG in general. Just buying those 40 silver P. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Reduct, that's exactly what I do. If you buy the little... Well, see, for you it's 40 silver. On Area 52, they go for around 4 gold. No. Area 52 is not that dead. Here, I want to show you guys the difference. Like, I want to show... Because it sounds like the prices on the seasonal server are actually quite a bit cheaper, right? But Area 52 is not... You know, it's... Oh, here's another Starcaller right there. She looks kind of like me. Actually, the first one I created had white hair, and then I changed it and went with the green hair. I just want to show you the realm I normally play on is the free pick right here, right? And if you go on the free pick... Yeah, the economy's just starting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the economy here is more established. People have money, so obviously prices are going to be... you know, more expensive. So here, like, I had an auction of the Insignia of the Alliance with a Crimson Champion, you know, on it. And those didn't sell, unfortunately. But if you go... This is my character. I like to call her the Huntress. She's kind of like a crazy... There's a glitch showing up now that they've seemed to have introduced into the game recently. It's my shadow. My shadow form. Icon's all screwed up. But yeah, you can see. Does this look like a dead server? So see, total ripoff. You said, isn't Area 52 pretty dead? This is Area 52. Does this look dead to you? It doesn't look very dead to me. This doesn't look like a dead server to me, and this is the free pick Area 52. It is definitely not dead. It doesn't have the same population as the seasonal server, but there's still plenty of people here, right? Now, if you go and talk about, armor, miscellaneous, and look at the trinkets, right? These are selling for. Oops, oops. Sorry, I did my disengage. I forgot it was on my mouse wheel back. If you, that was funny. But if you go here and you go to armor, miscellaneous, trinkets, I'm not going to be able to scroll down because of my disengage. I'll have to use this. But yeah, you can see the prices have gone up. Like, see here, the Insignia of Alliance is going for 13 gold. So what you were talking about, Reduct, you were saying buying those 40 silver PvP trinkets. Yeah, they're not 40 silver here. The cheapest one right now is 13 gold. But I can go in and, we can put up my auction here. We'll put this up for, I don't know. We'll do 2 stacks. And we'll put it up at, let's try 200 gold. I'll be happy if it sells for 200 gold. Go on. I don't even know if it'll sell for that much. I have no idea. I just know that last time I looked, I couldn't find a single item in there that had Crimson Champion on it. Crimson Champion is pretty much the recognized best legendary enchantment for tanks. So this class is pretty fun though. This class I have here, I love the free pick server. Like, this class is a hunter who has, she's got Devouring Plague, she's got Shadow Word Pain, so she's pretty cool. Let's see. I wish I could show you guys some of her rotation because she's really fun to play. Let's see if we have any. They have so many quests in here. And you have these little portals here so you can port around. So I just jumped to Silithus. But for some reason, since they did this recent update, you can see my shadow form icon, which is the class icon, is all screwy for some reason. But luckily, a quick reload of the UI seems to fix it. You managed to roll Chaos Bolt spamming caster. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't like having to be reliant on RNG. I'm like, oh, I don't want to like get really crappy stuff and have to reroll. Then I feel like I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons. Like, I roll into 6 dice trying to get my 18s, and I got like a 12, 10, 8, 8, 8, and I'm like, ah, shit, reroll. It's like reroll. Here, here's an elite. So this hunter is kind of cool. So I send my pet in. I don't even miss what bosses I played, or I throw in like Devouring Plague, which automatically starts my arrows. And then I have this. You can see I've got multi-shot enchanted so that all the arrows of the multi-shot get sent to the same target. And it's a pretty cool class. I've got Deterrence. I've got Shadow Form. I got Black Arrow here. So Black Arrow does good damage. Now, the reason I have Shadow Form is because I've got 3 abilities that do shadow damage. I've got Black Arrow does shadow damage, Devouring Plague, and Shadow Word Pain. So I could send my pet, debuff this guy, with a lot of stuff here, and then I'm going to target myself, and you can see he's just destroyed. Mostly, you can see the Devouring Plague isn't doing a ton, but I haven't really been using it that much. Look at dropping Heavy Bomb. I have no idea what that is. But it's pretty cool. And then if I get in trouble, like if people come at me, of course I can disengage, jump away. And that also is talented so that I get the speed increase. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool class. And then also, I've got talent points into Concussive Shot. So when someone's under the influence of my Concussive Shot, it increases my chance to crit by 10%. For some reason, my MSBT isn't working. That's really weird. If you notice, like, the MSBT wasn't working. My scrolling battle text, I don't know what's going on there. But they change these clients. They change the clients so often that things unfortunately do break, but they usually don't last long because people report the bugs and they get fixed. So a lot of times I see things that were working for a week, for a couple days it stops working, but usually it's back working again by the next patch update. So So this is my this one I've what do you call it when you reroll? This one I've leveled to 73 times, I think. What is it called again when you reroll the character? It's I can't remember the name. But this character's been leveled to 73 times. Prestige. So she's prestiged like twice. She's done the Iron Man challenge. She's done the Nightmare challenge. Yeah, thank you. She's done prestige twice. She's done Nightmare challenge. Completed the Nightmare challenge. She completed the Iron Man challenge. I haven't done the wild card thing challenge yet, but I might do that. Yeah, but prestige is really cool because you start your character at 1 again and level again, but you get a prestige chest at the end, which gives you lots of goodies. And I got a couple like 120 level items out of my last prestige, which was really good. So that really helps your your gear score. You're getting like raid level items sometimes. And then this is the one that I'm setting up as a pure raid tank. So she's all spec'd for like raid tanking, which is really frustrating. Like taking this raid tank to level 46 into like dungeons is really frustrating because you get these people that come in and they're all about cleaving. They're all about specking characters with massive AoE. So people that are pulling massive damage on the DPS meters usually are doing massive AoE. That's obviously, as you guys know, that's the easiest way to pull high numbers in a dungeon is if you're hitting all the mobs at once. So it's a little. I mean, I don't have any problem holding threat. This chick holds threat really well because of the way I'm spec'd. But anyways, let's get back to the. But she's fun. I actually like playing her. Maybe I'll show you guys her real quick. But the Ascension free pick is really fun. Oh, I'm in Booty Bay. Too bad. Well, here, let's see if we got Aquaman. Aquaman! Yeah, we have, let's see. We have 200% swim speed. Whenever I have the 200% increased swim speed, I call it Aquaman mode. Because you're just flying. You're going very quick. And I'm just zipping around this continent. So this character's really cool. She's got shield block and lightning shield. She's got thorns, aspect of the monkey, defensive stance, victory rush, execute, charge, and revenge, and thunderclap, and also of course shield wall. So let's see if I can remember how to play this character. I haven't played her in a few days. So if I go in here, let's just charge. So I'm just going to throw a block. And we'll see. Yeah. So he's hitting me for a little damage. He disarmed me. He missed. There, I blocked. I also have Holy Shield. Block. Parry. Parry. And when I parry, it procs... procs victory. So when I parry, it's going to proc my victory rush, which enables me to regen health pretty well, So if I, usually if I want to do damage, the rotation is going to be that, throw up maybe shield block. Make sure that we keep lightning shield up. And we also have inner fire, which increases my armor by a ton, actually. It's actually quite a bit. So if you look at my character here, she's sitting at pretty good armor. I mean, it's 47% current damage mitigation, and if you look at my combined avoidance right now, it's 43. So we need 102 combined avoidance to be max avoidance for rating. So we're only at 43. So we got a ways to go. But you can see my dodge is 7%, my parry is 13, and my block 17. So pretty good, But she's fun. She's actually really fun to play. I like tanky classes. This girl is pretty solid. She's pretty solid tank, but, And of course, I always run high risk mode, so we get all the blue drops. You get tons and tons of blue drops in high risk. But of course, if another player kills me, I drop tons of gear and stuff, and I can lose a lot of stuff. But I always roll high risk. All right, back to the Starcaller. Parkour! Parkour! I don't know where... Oh, she's over here, yeah. I think I'd know. I've done these quests only about literally like 1,000 times at least. I bet I've done the Night Elf starter quest more than any other starter quest in World of Warcraft. And I've played WoW since beta in 2004, so I've done them a lot. You'd think I'd remember these NPC names. It's pretty sad that I don't. But yeah, when you prestige, it's cool because you keep all your work towards your profession. So you may reset your character to level 1, but you'll still be like a 300, blacksmith, 300 skinner, 300 cooking, all that stuff that we've worked towards. You want and everything. The reason I prestige the most is because you save all your enchants, right? It's like when you prestige, you have this enchanting tab, so you extract enchants from gear, right? So it saves in here, so you create this whole list of random enchants. If you create an entirely new character, this blanks out again. You start from scratch, so it doesn't go from character to character, unfortunately. So the only way to keep all your enchants is to prestige and just keep leveling the same character over and over. And then what you do is you play around with different builds when you prestige, and then you save them, right? You go in and you save your specs. You have to purchase these specialization slots, but you basically can dual spec, tri-spec, quad spec. If you've got all these specializations opened up, you can save. So you could have one character that's got a tank build, a hunter build, a caster build, a support build, and you can just swap out in between them whenever you want on the fly, which, I'm obviously out of combat, but it's really cool. So yeah, I like Prestige. It's not quite as good as Final Fantasy, where everything is kind of, you can do pretty much everything on one class, but it's pretty close. Yeah, you can. I just turn them off because I hate the new models for the Night Elves. Yeah, if you... Here. This is what the old model... I like the old Night Elf models. If you go to... Let's see. See, this is the... Where is it? See, this is the new models, and I just think they look terrible on Night Elves. Like, I really dislike the way the Night Elves look on the new models. They look very manly, and I just don't like it. So I turned it off specifically because I'm leveling a Night Elf Starcaller. But if I was playing like an Orc or a Troll or something, I would turn the high definition models back on because they look way better for Orcs and Trolls. The other thing that looks really good on high definition is the regular mounts, like the regular horse mounts, the slow speed mounts, don't look very good on non-HD, but on HD they're really nice. They look really good. The mounts look way better. A lot of the enemies though don't look that great. Like they changed the mobs skins and models on high definition, and some of them are too big. They're just too big, and they don't look that great. But some of them look good. Some of them don't. Let's just put it that way. I will say that the high definition seems to have a more lush color palette, and that the colors seem to be a little bit more vibrant, which of course I like. Normally, like in the classic World of Warcraft, client, you can go in and adjust the contrast. Unfortunately, you can't adjust the contrast on this client, but just by adjusting the contrast, you can actually, really improve the lushness and the richness of the colors pretty easily. That's something I wish they had here, but we don't. I'd have to use some sort of third-party, reshade or something, which I might think about trying. I might try reshade. I don't know if reshade will work on this client. Probably not, but because it's a private server, so I probably won't be able to get like a reshade version that'll work, but. Yeah, oh no, for sure, Blue. The textures, especially the Night Elf tattoos on their face are all mucked up. Like you can see where like you said, on the lips, like a piece of the lip is like cut off. It's not perfectly, masked. It's not perfectly mapped to the character's lips correctly. So it's almost like the skins were, I don't know. It's not right, It doesn't look right. And that's why I just like using, you know, these models to me just look way better for Night Elves. So how many of these do I need? So, I guess I got them all. I need one mushroom and one ichor and egg. I need some mushroom. We can get mushrooms from these, from this guy here. Hey Blue, have you tried the? What is this called? Have you tried the Starcaller? And there's our mushroom. This must be, what is that, a demon knight or whatever? Yeah, demon hunter, I mean. Yeah. Okay. I haven't done any PvP, man. So Blue, so you've only leveled the Aragol to like 30? Have you leveled any other classes past like 20? There's that attack where she just decides to shoot her arrow at another mob, and I haven't figured out why she's doing that. Let's see how much this attack does now. Now that we're using it. Yeah, I guess 18. Still feels like this other attack does more damage. Parkour! Parkour! Heck is that? There's just a book floating around. Yeah, I can't stream too long today. I gotta check in with the wife. We were supposed to go hiking today, but she's... I don't know, she hasn't looked like she's wanted to go. Kind of been doing house chores right now. Isn't quite 30? Yeah, the skill sets lack. I just think that it would have been so much nicer if they put the leveling at like 4x. I think 4x would have been good. This 1x stuff, it's like a lot of people are gonna not want to keep playing. That's why I'll play like one character for a couple hours and I'll go play the regular server. Because I can't just sit here and 1x level like 21 classes. It's like, good God, might as well pound my head against a brick wall. Well, she does get her arrows out quick, and I can shoot arrows at really, really close range too, which is interesting. Let's see how close. I mean, that's close. You can fire arrows at almost point blank range, which is good for PvP. Can't do it while moving though. You know what? Let's put. Let me try something here.
Lovely.
Star Center, melee range, 5-second cooldown. Deals that much damage to the target as arcane damage. Okay. Oh, see, this is bow. Increases your range attack power by 40% of your intellect. Okay, so it's just a passive ability. Okay. Passive. Oh, I forget. Is that on? Yeah, it is. Right. Yeah, it's on. Damn you! Ah, fail parkour! Fail parkour! Jumps are a little bit off here, girl. Come on. Get those jumps down. The man equals damage class. No, I don't think so. I think it's only Night Elf. I think only Night Elf can be a Starcaller. But I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was just Night Elf. Night Elf can be a lot of the classes, actually. They can be the Venomancer, the Starcaller. But someone in the very beginning of the stream said that the Starcaller feels kind of like a priestess of Elune, which I thought was an interesting comment. You know, they're using arcane. You know, arcane magic is something that Night Elves use quite a bit, you know. Yeah, I think the Tauren can be him. Yep. Tauren for sure. Tauren are always like the kind of mystical, elemental type classes, and the Starcaller, I think, kind of, sort of, a little bit falls into that. Wrong one. Wrong button. Why is my Z not keybound correctly? Until Ilden ruined it for everyone. What about freaking Sylvanas burning down the tree, man? I don't know. I don't play retail WoW, man. I hate retail WoW. I don't play World of Warcraft at all. I mean, as far as like any of the Blizzard games, you know what I mean? I don't play any of those. Oh, I've only got 1 minute and 38 seconds. Son of a biscuit. Turn to turn some. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, she did. But anyways, I don't follow the lore that much. I think the lore in this game is not communicated very well. What is he doing? Primalist. That's another class. That's probably the next class I'll play. Probably is the Primalist. I think it looks interesting. There's that random arrow shot where she just decides to shoot an arrow at some random mob. I do not know why she does that. You guys, I don't know if you saw that, but I was attacking this mob, and she decided to shoot an arrow at a mob down the hallway. I'm like, what? What are you doing, girl? She's got a mind of her own.
Lovely.
Person's running right past these mobs. They're missing out on XP, man. Ilden's backstory, the reason he went to prison, he was a wizard that sacrificed his fellow wizards in favor of fell magic. They didn't start up again until Cataclysm when the Worgen brought along mages. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I wish I would have paid more attention to the lore, but honestly, after Burning Crusade, I stopped raiding in Burning Crusade. Burning Crusade is the last expansion where... What am I doing here, anyway? I don't know. I'm like running here thinking I need the egg, but I've already done the egg, so... After, like... In the Burning Crusade, I stopped raiding about halfway through that, and after that, I pretty much was a PvP player. I pretty much did, like, you know, Arena and Battlegrounds pretty much for all through Wrath of the Lich King. And... I don't know if I can complete this quest. I don't think I can. Nah. Oh well. Oh, I'm not saying I didn't raid at all. I wasn't in a raiding guild. I did do Wrath of the Lich King raids. I killed the Lich King, but it was a friend's guild. Like a friend, I had people that were in guilds who raided, and I was a really good PvP player, so I was a high rated PvP player. So, you know, they would like say, "Oh, we need somebody to fill out a raid," and they would like pull me in. I had good gear, but it was like PvP gear. But they would pull me in, you know, to do stuff. And I had a Disc Priest that I PvP'd with, and I can't remember who else I PvP'd with that time. Probably a rogue. And so I would get pulled in as a priest to you know, kind of help heal in raids and stuff. So I ended up, you know, being part of taking down the Lich King and stuff like that. But it wasn't something I did, you know, I wasn't in a raiding guild. That was not what I was doing, so...
I'm listening. Peace be with you.
They just sucked and gave up. Yeah. I don't even remember what server I was on then. Actually, probably sadly, might have been on Terracar. I left Doomhammer because it was so crowded. Like, it got really crowded. And I was worried about when Burning Crusade came out that it would just be insanely, you know, overpacked. So they were offering free transfers to Terracar because it was a brand new server. I was like, oh yeah, let's go to Terracar. It's a brand new server. And it just turned out to be like a terrible server. It was so bad. So I was on Terracar, and then I think... you know, through the Burning Crusade. Then I think when the Lich King came out, I switched to... At that time, I was really into PvP, so I went to one of the highest, like, most... You know, one of the biggest PvP servers there are, which was... I can't even remember the name of it now, but it was a big PvP server. And the same server that, like, Rekful and those guys played on. In fact, I actually have done some back in the day, which is kind of sad now because the guy's not alive anymore. But I actually did a couple arena matches with Rekful back when he was in a guild called Hey, I'm MVP, which was on what was that server? I cannot remember that PvP server. It's not coming to me. Not Skullcrusher. No, not Skullcrusher. It was shit. Well, it's number one. I was on Tichondrius. I didn't know it was number one right there, but yeah, I played on Tichondrius. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, Blue, you said it. Blue got it. I didn't catch right off the bat because I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, I was on Tichondrius. I was in the guild for a while. Hey, I'm MVP with Venruki. Venruki was in there, and Rekful. I don't remember who else. It was a long time ago. I don't know those guys personally, but I did play a couple matches with those guys. It was more like I got into the guild through a friend, and you know, they were nice. You know, I'd ask them questions sometimes, and they'd give me some tips on PvP, so it was cool. It was all good. What level am I? 6? I'm almost 7. So Wad. You know what's funny? You know what's funny is people talk about how bad Warlords of Draenor was. I actually enjoyed Warlords of Draenor. I had more fun in Warlords of Draenor than any expansion probably after that, because I actually enjoyed the quest line for the garrisons, and I actually enjoyed the garrisons quite a bit. It's probably because I'm kind of a solo player a lot. Not that I really want to be a solo player, but I have a hard time getting along with other people. I don't get along with people that well, and I have a hard time like not being one controlling. I'm too controlling, you know. Like I want to do my thing. Like I like to play the way I like to play, and I get frustrated if people don't want to do things the way I want to do them. So it's hard for me to group with other people. And Blue probably knows that. Blue, you know, I get bitchy, and you know, the World of Draenor I thought was fun. I liked the garrisons. I mean, it sucked it later on when all people did was stand around their garrisons. That totally sucked. But in the beginning, it was neat. It was really neat, you know, running around the world and unlocking recipes that you could use in your garrison to build up buildings. I thought it was a cool concept. They just need to come up with a better way to make it people want to go to each other's garrisons, and they needed to put housing. We needed housing in our garrisons. If we would have had housing, that would have been huge. Then you could have showed people because people love to go to other people's houses and see what you've built. So if they would have had player housing, and if they would have done more stuff that required you to group with other people to do events, you know, to help each other with their garrisons, that would have been really cool. So, but I enjoyed Warlords of Draenor. I thought the zones were really well done, and I thought I had a lot of fun in it. So, do I really want to wear mail? Oh, Brewmaster? Yeah, Brewmaster was actually really good when he first came out. When Pandaland came out, which don't get me going on Pandaland. I can't stand that they created expansion around frickin' pandas. Because the fat dude at Blizzard with the beard decided that he wanted to draw a picture for his daughter, which was a panda, and said, "Hey, this will make a good class. Let's make a new race around pandas. Yeah. I want to be a big fat roly-poly panda." Just like, I mean, you could have made... Oh my god, there's so many races you could put in the game that are better than pandas. I mean, you could have put a fairy race in there, seriously. Like, if you guys have ever played EverQuest, right? You could have put a fairy race in, and I'm serious. A fairy race that floats above the ground and has, like, kind of limited flying, you know? That would have been better than frickin' pandas. Hi, baby! Here, hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I was talking to my wife. But I mean, I liked, okay, the story in Pandaria I thought was, I mean, the stories and stuff, the lore and everything, I thought was good. And I loved fishing. Fishing in Pandaria was really cool. Like, what they did with fishing was really fun. I even had macros for repeat turn-ins of fishing quests, and really complex macros that were really cool. I did a lot of stuff around fishing. I enjoy professions a lot in MMOs. I can't help it. All right, what am I supposed to do here? God, it's as if I've never played. It's as if I've never played an idol before. I've done these quests so many times. All right, so we need to. We're not going to get this done probably because I don't think we can get that quest done. All right, so Vile easy, Fangs easy, and This add-on's weird, man. It's strange. Okay, 4 years after Kung Fu Panda, you had to look it up. Well, it was just they added like neat things, and they had added stuff with fishing that you got like like cooking and fishing kind of synergized well, and you could get like a a pan, like a pan that would help you cook at a higher level, and there was like an apron, and there was like master like titles they gave you. It was just cool stuff. Like they gave you different titles, being like a master chef, and just all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I got new skills here, so let's check this out. We got Starfire Shot, which fires an enchanted arrow from your bow, and it doing 200% damage. Okay, so this looks like it hits really hard. Let's put this on. Honestly, let's put this on A. This is a melee attack, right, Star Sunder? I don't know, Star Sunder. I guess we can put this. Is it mobile? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess we can. I usually put this type of like an arcane shot on my A keybind. That's why I'm hemming and hawing over where to put these keybinds. Ooh, that hits hard. 108. Damn. So that ability hits stuff. It's very hard. Oh, man. That arrow hits really hard. We're going to need some mana regen on this class for sure. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? You can't find the realm under Lunchar? What is Lunchar? It's the worst way to farm it. It's so necessary. I had no problem doing fishing. I enjoyed fishing, but fishing in like Black Desert's really cool too. Mohammed, you have to pay for the access to the alpha, so you have to go to the Ascension.gg website, and you have to go to the store, and you literally have to pay like $50. You got to buy the currency for $50, and then you got to purchase it off the store, and it's which is a lot of money, and I wouldn't really, recommend. I wouldn't really recommend changing my keybinds on the flyer. Ah, thank you, Jawa. You build mana with the 1? You mean you build mana with the Celestial, right? Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, I changed my keybinds. So I put Starfire Shot on 3. I did Shift E, which is what I usually do for range type stuff. So for like wands and bows and any kind of a range throw ability, I put on Shift E. Actually, which I don't like that because I'm going to be using that too much. Let's put it back on 4. So we're going to do Auto Shot on 3. We're going to put Starfire Shot on 4. Star Center, I may put that on mouse wheel down. I don't know. I always hem and haw over keybinds. I'm really anal when it comes to keybinding. I like everything to be really smooth, and I don't want anything to impede my the amount of time it takes for me to execute my abilities quickly, especially for PvP purposes. So it has to be very specific. But yeah, Muhammad, unfortunately, it's $50, which is ridiculous. I think that's way too much money. I think they should have made it like a lot cheaper than that. So I don't think I have this yet. I got to go. How is it that I don't have any more quests? I just blew through there and didn't pick up all my quests, didn't I? I'm such an idiot. What is this? All right, let's go back and pick up our quests because it looks like I was yakking on stream, and that's the bad part about streaming is I get distracted really easily. If you guys watch me stream, you'll notice that. And so when I'm streaming, I'm nowhere near as efficient at leveling as I normally am because I just get so distracted. I do have an ability. I have a couple abilities that do, like here, this ability consumes up to 30% of your maximum amount to deal additional arcane damage, and also Star Center consumes 20%. So, but the Star Center doesn't seem to hit as hard, anywhere near as hard as Starfire. Starfire, because it does 200% ranged weapon damage. So at this level right now, I mean, the best thing to do would be to get the best bow you possibly can, because it's going to hit so hard, you know? Hey, hey, looks good. You want me to do it right now?
Let me see.
All right. Looks good. Yeah. I like.
That first step.
Yeah, it looks good. No, the game will be free to play. When the game comes out, it'll be free. They're just trying to get some money to help, the development process while they're working on it.
Lovely.
Boom. Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, $50. You can buy the alpha keys in the game. I guess people can purchase them, I guess, because it's a book. Yeah, so it's a book that you get, and I'm assuming that you can just list the book, right? I've already, used the book, but if you get stuff off the store, a lot of times you have to right-click it out of your inventory to actually use it. So if you don't right-click it, usually you can just put it in the auction house. Like I sold a teleport rune to, see how I've got this Hearthstone. Different packages will give you different Hearthstones. Like there's a Hearthstone to like Orgrimmar, and I just sold it. I got it out of a bundle, and I just put it in the auction house and sold it for like 250 gold. It's like I don't really play horde characters, so I'm not going to be hearthing to Orgrimmar very often in the regular server. So yeah, A52 is usually more expensive, unfortunately, because the economy's been around longer. So it might, yeah,
How may I help?
it might be a lot more.
Hello. Be careful.
Come on, girl, you can make it up the stairs. You can make it. I know you can. Starcaller. I think the Starcaller feels really good with Night Elves because, Night Elves have like Starfall and, it's just, it kind of fits their lore.
Greeting.
So.
I'm listening.
Is that what it is? The travel? Yeah, the travel guide. Fits Tyrant lore, yeah. Keep selling these small eggs, but I actually want to keep those. You going to the H?
May the stars guide you. My assistant. Be careful.
We need to follow up this with auto shot, so let's do a... If you notice that when I do the Starfire shot, she stopped shooting, so we don't want that. So we're going to do Starfire. They spell that with an F? Oh, okay. I thought they did it weird. Starfire shot. Just going to see Starfire. Shot. Start attack. We're going to do Starfire shot, and then we're going to say slash... I don't know if this is going to work. It should work. Let's get rid of start attack because we're not going to be standing next to somebody. Okay, so we wanted her to continue to shoot arrows after doing the star shot. Let's make sure that that works. And it didn't work. Ah, that sucks. Because of the global, isn't it? Yeah. Sucks. Warcraft 3 Starfall Ultimate? I played Warcraft 3, but it was so long ago, I definitely do not remember the animation. That was the only Warcraft I played was Warcraft 3, and I probably played it for like a week. It was fun though. Wow, just reset. Yeah, you can get off your shots, your arrow shots, really easily. You don't need much range at all. So that's going to be really, really good for this class in PvP. That you can get separation pretty quick and just fire like Starfire shot and stuff, which is going to be really great. So PvP-wise, this class is looking pretty good. We just need some roots and some stuns, like Blue was talking about. If we can get some roots and stuns, then this class could probably do some pretty serious damage. Feels smooth. I like the animations. Everything works pretty good. So far, the Scorpion mode, yeah. I know, they just walk by the Scorpion. And actually, it increases your armor. That when you're in the Scorpion mode, it increases your armor by like 300%. I mean, you're like such a tank, you know? I hate that she stops shooting. Like, when I use Starfire shot, she shoots, but then she doesn't continue to shoot auto shots, which really annoys me. There's probably not going to be anything for it. Yeah, this is too much of a niche game. There's not going to... Maybe if we start auto shot before we use it. Aha! Success! We have success! Sweet. Yeah, the show tooltip, sadly, doesn't seem to be working. At least it wasn't working on one of the other macros I used. Okay, it's working now. That's good. You said auto shot's not in any of the classes right now? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can use auto shot on any class. I mean, it works. Witch Hunter, yeah, Witch Hunter has auto shot. Like, see, I macroed it in here, so we can just, you know. Now she's shooting Starfire, but she's continuing her auto shot, so, which is good. Where am I headed? We're heading to Denelon. Damn you and your roots.
Okay.
Actually, we do need spider legs, don't we? Yeah, that Starfire just hits so hard. Auto shot? No, you don't. You don't have to. I mean, you have auto shot in your right here. I mean, I can go here and just drag it auto shot out. But the problem is I'm casting Starfire, the ability Starfire, and I just don't want her to stop shooting after she uses Starfire, so I just put auto shot ahead of it. And that fixed that. Parkour, parkour, parkour! And it just, man, it just Starfire hits really hard.
I am honored.
Wow, my mouse cursor disappeared.
Goddess
That was really weird. It like just disappeared. Thank you again, Ren. This rare earth will be very helpful in my experiments. Let's head this. Let's go this way. I want to get to the spiders on the other side because I need some legs. God, just and on private servers, I don't know what it is, but on private servers, and I've mentioned this all the time, but right-clicking the screen to rotate on private servers, a lot of times the screen when I go to right-click like this, the screen will jump, and it only happens on private servers. Didn't happen on Elysium, and I don't think it happened on Astarius, because that was the Elysium client. But and it didn't happen on Kronos, but every other private WoW server, I have the issue where I go to right-click the screen, and the screen sometimes will just kind of, you'll see it snap left or right. It's really annoying, and I really don't know how to fix that. So if you see the screen jumping around, trust me, it's not me. I just love that Starcaller. That Starcaller animation is really cool. Ooh, I sense maybe parkour. Alright. 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 Maybe. Oh no! Parkour! Parkour! You gotta do parkour when you play a Night Elf. You hope it'll be in the game that a Starfall like makes it in, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Just annihilating these mobs. Oh my goodness, one shot, boom. Yeah, I love the lightning. The lightning on the Stormcaller is really cool. Oh man, that hits so hard. I am curious about this class in PvP. I think it could be interesting. If I can just get some roots or stuns. Yeah, the Reaper. I'm not real impressed. I mean, I haven't played the Reaper hardly at all, but I didn't really like the mechanic of the weapon hitting the same button over and over again, and it's just doing different things. Like after you hit it for the fourth click, it does something different. I'm like, okay, whatever. Not a big fan of that. Well, we've got Elion's coming. The Elion's going to be released, what, September 27th or something? I already bought that game, but Elion's too much RNG based, but I love the combat in that game. I'll play it just for the combat. I'll go into Elion, do some videos, some streams, just to grind mobs because the combat's fun. Hopefully there'll be some big, like, some dungeons. I think there are solo dungeons and stuff, so it'll be cool to see how far I can go with just solo content. Yeah, this is like the 6th class I guess I've tried, maybe. I've done the Sun Cleric, which I really like. The Guardian I really like. I've done the Cultist, which is pretty good. I've done this class. I did the Knight of Zoroth or whatever, which was like, meh. It was okay. Nothing super amazing. This class feels real good. I'm really liking this class so far. And she's strong. I mean, you always like a class when it feels like you're actually pretty strong, you know? Yeah, the Guardian's strong. It's funny, the Guardian's the first class I played because I love any class that's tanky. I've always enjoyed, you know, sword and board classes. So the Guardian was the first one I tried, I think. It needs some fixing. You know, there's some things that need to be adjusted, but the gameplay is pretty fun. A lot of, you know. What is this? Just a hunt. This is a Witch Hunter. Yeah, I don't really like the Witch Hunter. Now the Witch Hunter has this jump mechanic where she ports forward. So she's like, so far the Witch Hunter is the fastest moving class in the game that I've seen so far, because of that ability they have to move forward, to like leap forward, and it can be used. You build up enough rage where you can use it like 3 or 4 times in a row before you burn through all your rage. You can see how quick she moved ahead of me. Yeah, I haven't played the Tinker yet. I don't typically like engineering Tinker. Like I don't typically like classes that have pets and stuff. I like to be in control of just my character. I don't really want to have to worry about, oh, I got to drop this gun here or that gun there, or control this pet. How does that person have that mount is what I want to know. Where did that mount come from? That must be a cosmetic thing they've purchased. So yeah, that's the other thing too, is if this is like the Ascension servers, like you can get a mount at level 1. I don't know if this is the same way. Maybe Blue can answer that question. Blue, do you get mounts at level 1 in this Conquest of Azeroth? I'm gonna assume you do. I don't see any reason why they would deviate from that strategy that they like to use. Yeah, I think the Witch Hunter would be a pretty good fighting class. I didn't level it up far enough to see if it had any stuns or roots or slows. Hey, what's up, Ellswolf? Cool name, by the way. Yeah. I mean, Ascension's been around for like 5 years, so I really don't see them abandoning it. It plays pretty well. I don't see it. I don't see them abandoning it. I think they'll stick with it. You know? I mean, Ascension's been around 5 years. So... She did that thing again where she auto attacks the next mob. It always freaks me out when she does that. I'm like, why are you attacking that mob? Message for you, sir. Comma Stealth and Scythe. Yeah, Conquest of Azeroth. Yeah, it's at least 3 years old. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Just playing a little Conquest. I pretty much quit playing. I played World of Warcraft ever since 2004. I played in the beta, and I pretty much stopped playing WoW. I guess I would play the. I mean, after Wrath of the Lich King, like Cataclysm was so bad. Cataclysm was just so bad. And I really didn't play. I really didn't play a lot of WoW. I kind of was playing other MMOs, and I'd always come back when they would release new expansion. I'd play it for like a week or two, and I'd be like, this sucks, and then I'd go back to playing whatever MMO I was playing. And then I found private servers about 4 years ago, and started playing private vanilla, and that was absolutely fantastic. The private servers back then, 4 years ago, were really cool. People weren't abusing the mechanics and doing the stupid shit they do today. Everybody today is a bunch of cheating, lazy fucks. So I'm not on board with that crap. Millennials are stupid. So sorry if you're a millennial, but man, they just are lazy. They want everything handed to them, or they want to pay for shit. Everybody in retail WoW pays for arena rating. They pay for, mythic keys. They pay to get boosted. I mean, they're paying for everything. They buy gold. It's just that's not the way I like to play MMOs. So. Yeah, you're getting me on my TED Talk rant. Sorry, I apologize. Thank you for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, my stream is still broken, so I can't see who's subbing. I apologize. I've got to fix that. Maybe I'll take some time out today if I get time to go in and update. I got to update stream elements and modify my overlays.
What brings you here?
How did I miss a quest here? How did I miss one? Did I not go all the way to the top? I didn't. I was yakking. Oh my goodness. I do this when I start getting frustrated. If you guys say something that irritates me, if you start talking about like retail, I'll get angry. It just totally sidetracks me. Like those freaking stupid retail players. I don't stream on Twitch. I don't really like Twitch. I don't like all the commercials and all the ads and all the crap they try to rope you into. I have streamed on Twitch in the past, but honestly, most people, I don't have a big following, obviously. Please subscribe. I don't have a big following, so when I try to stream on Twitch, it's hard. I don't have anybody watching. So it just felt like, ugh. But I like YouTube better. It's a lot easier to set up the streams. It's just easy to manage. But unfortunately, it doesn't have the same amount of people probably that go. Not as many people go to YouTube looking for videos as they do Twitch, I don't think. So. It's weird that I can wear, like, mail, but okay.
Illuminate your path.
You just subbed from everyone you watched recently? What, on Twitch? Yeah. Most streamers really aren't focusing on like private servers. I mean, It did. Yeah, I think it. Well, I know that it's been around a long time. I know Conquest of Azeroth was developed by a different, like one developer, I guess, and he worked on it for apparently 3 years, and then I guess he stopped developing on it, I guess, or something. I don't know the whole story, and then I guess the people from Ascension picked it up. So now they're trying to, I don't know, reboot it, restart it, get it going, finish it, however you want to look at it. Parkour. Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll be able to finish it, Who is Tommy Ruin? I don't even know who Tommy Ruin is, though. I just came back to playing Ascension just like literally like a couple weeks ago, so this is like all kind of new to me again. I played it. Thanks for the sub. I apologize. I don't know who just subbed because my overlay's not working. But thank you. Yeah, I don't. I just started streaming again. On Ascension, So, and it just happens that I started streaming like a couple weeks ago, and then all of a sudden on the 31st, they released this Conquest of Azeroth alpha, and I'm like, what is this? And then everybody was buying it, everybody was jumping in, and I started looking at it, I was like, oh man, 21 like unique classes. He's a big, yeah, okay. And so I was like, 21 unique classes. And so I figured I had to try it because I needed to know if it's something I would rather play more than their regular free pick server. So, because I didn't want to spend a lot of time playing the free pick server. If I felt like this was something I'd enjoy more, I'd rather spend time learning these classes and, and whatnot, so. The damage. Yeah, the seasonal server. Yeah, it's got a high population. Well, I think part of the reason is that because the seasonal server, they give out rewards. Like at the end of the season, you get like cosmetic reward. You get a lot of rewards for, for doing it. So. That just, wow. Yeah, that's big damage right there. 250% is good damage. This guy's running around like a crazy person, this demon hunter. I don't know how big the server caps are. It would be nice to know. I'm sure somebody does. Somebody's got to have that information. Yeah, I pretty much almost always listen to Elder Scrolls or Skyrim while I'm playing MMOs, usually. I mix it up and try and play different stuff, but I do a lot of Skyrim. Ah. This is a slower respawn than normal. I mean, this might be like the original classic WoW respawn, like the original vanilla from back in 2004 respawn. Uh, but yeah, normally, like on a newer server, like a classic server, the respawn rate here would be much higher. So. And that ability just hits so damn hard. Yep, Demon Hunter. I gotta tell you, I can take that. He takes down mobs pretty damn quick. But does he take him down this quick? Boom! It's pretty fast. It's just that one ability, you know? Did he die? No. He did die! What? Oh wait, I'm confused. I think he died. Yeah, he died. Poor guy. Well, you know, get overconfident. You think, I'm on a demon hunter. I'm unstoppable. Well, you know, I guess he learned he wasn't. Was it Crimson Arrow? It's hey Elsworth, this is called the Starcaller. So it is it's a kind of an interesting class. You have spells. There's the two talent trees, right? You've got the Tides, which has some spells it looks like, and then you've got this tree, which is like an archer type tree with, I mean, you got Astral Fire though, and Prayer of Elune, Starfire Shot, Celestial Aegis, Absorption, and then you've got this other tree, which looks more like kind of like maybe like a melee type tree, because you've got stuff like your Moonhammer, you know, which is a melee weapon, and then stuff like Guided Reflexes, Moonblade. So this looks like melee. So it's like ranged melee spell, maybe? I don't know. I'm interested to get to... this is one of the few classes that I've really wanted to get to 30 on. Like, the Guardian was like, you know, I was like, yeah, I get it. The Guardian's overpowered. She's really strong. But I felt like the Guardian would probably maybe be one of the classes that gets nerfed. This one feels like one that could be really fun. I like this one so far, so definitely a class I want to get higher level on.
Lovely.
It's like an archer mage melee or something. I'm not sure what it is. It's a very unusual class, so... We get XP for professions too, as you can see. We're getting 20 XP for making, which is not to be shrugged off. I mean, I probably got like half a bar just making bandages, which is not bad. We need more eggs. Yeah, let's get the eggs so we can get our cooking going. If we can two-hand, we can't use two-hand. Okay, sweet. And I guess we did get to 10. I didn't think we had. Alright, yeah, we got 23, we can make 23 spider eggs, so this is going to give us some XP as well. Is that what it says? Tank and DPS, huh? Tank and DPS. Doesn't feel tanky, but I haven't looked at those abilities yet. I guess we'll find out. Right now, it just feels like a DPS class, but we'll know more when we get higher level. You pop in Diva form the moment I hit 100 rage, which often is right at the end of a fight. Yes, you can't control. Yeah, that sucks. You should be able to control when you pop into demon form. Yeah, there's a ton of tanks in this game. So they obviously probably did that on purpose, so that, I'm assuming, so that people, so that you wouldn't have that issue of, need a tank, need a tank. You don't have to spam need a tank, because you just hit a button that says go to the dungeon. We don't need no vanilla WoW. You think you do? You don't. Oh, really? Not so many healing classes? Well, I think the Sun Cleric is really good. The Sun Cleric seems like she'd be a good healing class. Yeah, the Venomancer's got some heals too. Melee attack power against demons increase. So, okay. Melee attack power. I need money. We got 44 silver. You can stack it infinitely? Jesus. I will say the more that I play... Hey, babe. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Just my wife. She's showing me her new hairstyle. Showing me the new hairstyle. Looks good, actually. Not so many healing classes. The Venomancer, I think the Venomancer is an interesting class. The shape-shifting forms are kind of cool. When you're in the Scorpion form, you're really tanky. You have like 300% increased armor, and it's like you're really tanky. I don't know about the hot. I haven't played it enough. I wasn't playing around with the hot. So guys, no ETA at all. This is just alpha, so I can only assume. I don't know how long they plan on being in alpha and going to like a beta state, or I don't know. I'll try to talk to the developers if I can. I'll try to create some sort of rapport with these guys because I'm a software developer myself, and I see maybe I can get some information out of these guys. I don't know. I'll try, or I'll try to talk to some different people. Maybe I can even offer my services to help them, but I don't know. I mean, this is such specific, things. I mean, it's usually the server software that they're using, and they're usually doing a lot of scripting, so it's not, I don't know. I'm not sure how much real coding they're actually doing. I mean, I'm just sure they're doing coding, but I just haven't done anything with a WoW client, so I'm not sure exactly what it even entails. There was somebody in the stream once who said he was going to show me what it does entail, and I'd be really curious to see. I need the, yeah, I do need that. God, that shot just hits so hard. But it is a pretty lengthy, not super lengthy cooldown, like what, 15-second cooldown? Basically, I can use it on like every other combat. I don't know why this is overlapping another window. It's achievement and seasonal, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure I could get a hold of the Nesarius' code, but it's getting the code's one thing, but looking at how they modify the code. What's the process? What procedures are they following to actually put code, new changes into the client and then execute it, run it, those types of things. How are you building the client? What software are you using? How are you rolling it out? All those types of processes are what you need to know. Just looking at the code is one thing, but being able to modify it and roll it out and get it working on a server is a completely different different thing. Yeah, Nostalgus was vanilla. Yeah, Ascension. Oh, look at all these damn buffs I got. Hold on a second. That's a lot of buffs. That's a lot of buffs. We want miscellaneous. We have acquired a lot of buffs. Yeah, Ascension uses a Wrath of the Lich King client, so it's 3.3.5. They do have the high resolution models that you can install, right? So if you go here to the launcher and you go to add-ons, it's really cool. They have add-ons, and you can go to the add-ons section. You can actually just download and install add-ons from right here, right? And they've got some decent ones. You can see I only use a few. I use all stats, which is really good. I'll show you what that is. And then I have Weak Ores installed, but I'm not using it currently. Silver Dragon shows rares, which is actually really helpful. I love quartz. I'm a big fan of quartz. I've always loved quartz. I've always used quartz. Omni CC, I'm a big fan. I've always used it, and that's all I'm using right now. But if you switch the slider over and smooth the slider over to mods, you have the HD patch. Currently, I don't have it installed, but usually I do run with it installed. Right now, I don't have it installed because the HD models on Night Elves look like shit. And so since I'm playing a Night Elf, I prefer looking at the Night Elves with the original models because they just looks a lot better. And it's really easy just to install it, uninstall it. You can go back and forth and install the HD. I mean, uninstall it literally takes like a minute, takes like 10 seconds. To reinstall takes a couple minutes because it has to go back in and reinstall. It does take a little bit of time to reinstall. I don't know, maybe 3 minutes or something.
Lovely.
Maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know. Not that long though. All right, so let's what do we need? Let's do the Relics of Awakening, the first WoW raid. The first raid in World of Warcraft that ever existed is right here, baby. Relics of Awakening. Look at that, 215 damage. Huzzah! Pew pew. Oh wait, I got a new ability. Hold on a second. Oh, and there she did that weird thing where she decides to attack another mob, all on her own. That's okay. We can kill him too, I guess. We got a new ability though. Soothing Splash. We got to heal. Okay, well, that changes everything because I usually heal with the 3 key. So we're gonna put this back to my regular shoot key. This becomes here, and let's do what's it called? Soothing. Ooh, the Soothing Splash. It sounds like fun. It sounds so refreshing. Soothing Splash. Splash that water in my face. I feel so much better already. Alright, so we've got player. Yeah, cool, perfect. Alright, so. Okay, that didn't work. That means that I misspelled the spell probably. No, I didn't. Alright, well, let's do this. Soothing Splash. Well, I have a little L at the end of that. That would have broken that part of the macro. That's probably all it was. Soothing Splash. I don't have a target. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I got it backwards. Let me fix that. It's backwards. Ooh, the soothing. Look at this, guys. There's a little bit of a glitch on the ground plane, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. I feel pretty overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling overpowered. You're going down, buddy. Boom. Oh, we need a charge. What this class needs, what I feel this would really help this class, is some sort of a charge or a leap. It would be so cool to be able to shoot somebody and kill them with your ranged attack, then immediately leap into the next target while you wait for the cooldown on your range attack. So I'm really hoping that, and a lot of the classes do get movements like that, so I'm hoping that there's something in this character. I don't know off the top of my head. We can take a look, maybe. Okay, Primalists are spiritual war masters connected to the very soul of Azeroth. They can build rage by harnessing bestial power, invoking the spirits of bears, wolves, eagles, and more. Primalists also serve as powerful Geomancers causing earthquakes and rock slides. Rock slides? I can do us rock slides? I think this is going to be the next class I play. Causing rock slides to damage foes. Still further, they can use connection to Azeroth to tap into the power of elemental planes, ushering wind, water, and fire to their attacks. Barrage. But see this here? See these abilities here? I don't know. One of these looks like it has to be a heal. I don't know. I'm thinking they gotta have heals. I don't know. It's gotta be a heal in there somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Elemental, you know. Here's where I would love to have that jump ability where I can just jump in and take this guy down to Chinatown. Going to Chinatown. Oops. Forgot I changed my range to Shift D as opposed to the 3 key. Slow auto attack. Ooh, wait. I get a movement speed increase after heal? That's another thing I've noticed in the Ascension client, in the Conquest client, is that certain abilities proc additional effects, and a lot of times they're not really shown in the tooltips. I don't know if that's shown in the tooltips, but I've got an effect there that actually increased my movement speed. So here it says right here. So yeah, focus. Heal the target for 10% of their maximum health and increase all healing you do by 30%. But I also got a movement speed increase. And see, it doesn't say anywhere in there anything about movement speed increase. Definitely felt like I was moving faster there. Let's try this again. Let's check this out. Nope, it's not. I don't think it is. It's just whenever you see that animation, that's usually used with movement speed increase, but it's just to let you know that your healing's increased. Oh, boom! See ya! Parkour! You're going down. We don't even need to worry about range. We can just basically run through and destroy these guys. Up close, it's just almost faster. Except for this ability. Parkour! Parkour! Oh, fail parkour. Oh, he healed him. Don't heal. How about instead of charge, double down on the character lore and let the class be permanently mounted? Be permanently mounted? Why is that part of the lore? Why would she be permanently like on a mount? Is that part of the lore? What is it, the Priestess of Elune? No, I like that haircut. What, babe? I like the cut of your jib, yeah. Oh, damn, just realized they could have also made another class called Spellbreaker. Elite Anti-Magic Warriors. That would be a really cool class, Elswolf. You don't see too many classes in the game that can counter spells very well. Usually the counter for spells is either another caster, or like a stealth, like a rogue, or somebody who just gets in your face like a Death Knight. A Death Knight's kind of a counter to spellcasters because of the AMS, the anti-magic shield. But you don't. It would be kind of fun to see them do more of a, a class that could really just, take spell damage and not get hurt by it as badly, Antonidas and Arthas were on horses, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they're not always on a horse, right? Can I use a sword? Oh, I can use a training sword. 7.1 damage. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna crush people probably. Same bow. Oh, and we've got another thing down here. Damn it. There's something weird. There's something wrong with their debuffs. Like the debuffs. I don't know. Is there a debuff? I don't think there is. Yeah. How about we wrap it around the chat window? Why not? Why not? It looks crappy, but hey, why not? They have these debuffs, but it's a curse, and it unfortunately gets. You know what we could do? If I can get this to wrap below, but I don't think it's gonna work. You can almost kind of, yeah. See, then the text is in the way. Yeah. I hate it being up the top. It's just so non-visible up there. Let's just put it here for now. You hit 30 on your Reaper this morning, Zug? Ooh, dude, grats, man. Am I missing? Oh crap! Did I miss a? I did. I know what I missed. Let's go up and we'll get it on the way back up when we hopefully get the charm. Reaper's pretty good. We got it! Oh, we got lucky. We got the charm. Oh, we got so lucky. I don't usually get it so quick. Alright, Mr. Rage Call. You're going down. Message for you, sir. Sorry, now I gotta wait for him to respawn, sadly. I should have probably just ran away from him. Oh well, what can you do? Why has it changed off of strength again? It should be intellect. That was weird. Okay, well, hopefully that fixed it. See, my range power is 17. Okay, good. Still on intellect. Good. 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 Childhood. I don't have to go this way. I probably should have went the other way, but that's alright. This way's gonna have less people to kill, probably. This is the way we came. You think they got nerfed? They don't feel like they got nerfed. I know, she hits pretty hard, dude. You know, I think the Guardian's the one that's gonna need to get nerfed, man. You know what? He's gonna still be waiting for this guy to respawn, unfortunately. Ah, well. I think he's on a pretty quick timer, though. Alright, we'll just kill everybody else. Keep forgetting I changed the keybind. What was that? Like a bright red pants? Cool. Very groovy. Bye, babe. My wife's heading out to meet her friend. They're gonna do some drinking, probably. I'm kind of jealous, but I'm streaming. I almost wanted to go with them. They're gonna go out on the probably out on the water, not on the water, but they'll be at a bar that's sitting right on the water here in Florida, drinking some beer probably. But sadly, I stayed here to play this game for you guys. Reaper Son of Aragorn, God in PP with all the self. Yeah, I heard the Son of Aragorn. That's what Blue was saying. Is their self heals are just so strong. They're very difficult to kill. You know. I got this one. Yeah, I thought I did. I'm just killing right now, waiting for the respawn. What is this? What class is this? Oh, this is another witch hunter. Just invite in case they need this mob. Alright, the dude I really need should be spawning soon. Guardian and Core on Reaper. Worst thing, I can't hearth just yet because I got to get one more. Turn this quest in and then get one more of the Ox. Yeah, I think the Guardian probably needs a nerf, but I like tanking. I like sword and board classes, so of course I don't want him to nerf it. Why am I having a hard time finding my way out of here? Let me out! I'm running in circles. What the fuck? Where's the way out of here? Here it is. Jesus. Why am I having a hard time finding my way out? I'm lost. Noob alert. Alright, so this is what, 1.4. Did I win the sword? No, I got a dagger, which is 5.9. Yeah, but it's 30. No. Actually, I gotta turn this quest in. This one gives me the sword. Level 11. Did I not get the... I'm trying to think which feather I missed. The black feather is... It must be over here. I think I didn't go over here. Right here. I'm assuming this is the one I missed. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. I should probably keep one of those bags just for my bank. Was this warrior rogue? Yeah, rogue club. The only issue you have the son of Ergo in Worgen form are other son of Ergos in Worgen form.
I am honored.
Blue's rolling that OP class. What is this thing? Oh, it's the guy with the got the knives plus some other weird. I don't know what it is. Very bizarre. Only 6.9, really? And the same. Sells for more money. Kill Ursula. What we're level 11. I don't know if I want to kill Ursula the Mauler. I may. I guess we can. Yeah, I guess we can. I guess we can. I'm not going to do Melenis, though. Sit Hatred, Abandon. Oh, well, shit. You're pretty weak and not in Worgen form. Yeah, the Guardian felt really strong, but yeah, I haven't done any PvP, so I really can't say much about the PvP. You know? Yeah, so Worgen, so the Son of Aragorn is not. I mean, they're powerful when they're in their form, so just avoid them. So like you're a PvP and there's a Worgen in his Worgen form, Son of Aragorn in Worgen form, just ignore him. Go kill somebody else. Like why don't bother killing him when he's in his Worgen form? That kind of sounds like a exercise in futility. Yeah. Yeah, avoidance or CC, yeah. Paladins. Paladin pops wings, spell steal. That's my favorite thing in the world. Pally comes at you, pops his wings, spell steal. Thank you. I love that. I love that when I would play mage, you know? Oh, come on. Reset, buddy. Oh, we got two of them. Alright. And I'm going to cast heal just because I want to see the spell animation. Nice. Bar? Bar? Parkour! McGonagall. Douchebag.
McGonagall. I'm a follower of Asmongold.
Man, I keep forgetting I changed that keybind. Yeah, the guardian charge is really annoying because you can't stop yourself from running. So you're running so basically you get to a target you want to do your basically thunderclap looking stomp on. You have to, am I going the right way? You have to just circle the mob. So you like run in circles around the mob until the sprint ends and fires off thunderclap. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's kind of a really unusual way to do it. The most annoying guarding thing is the fact that when you throw that self buff up, that you have this big ass shield sitting over your head, and it doesn't go away until you turn the buff off. That's really like super annoying. So, now somebody came through here and just killed everybody. That's all right. We'll just grab some herbs while we wait. Oh, is the Son of Aragorn meant to be a tank though? I have no idea. There's so many tanks. It seems like. You know. Parkour! Parkour! Wonder if I'll put. I don't know, it doesn't feel right having it there. Let's try 2. What the hell? This demon hunter is doing weird stuff. He's throwing balls of radioactive waste at people. Yeah, well, Jawa, I agree with Jawa. I think, man, this is really annoying me. This is really, really annoying me. Let's put auto shot on, I don't know. I don't know why I'm even freaking out. I should just keep using 4 because 4 is, yeah. What am I thinking? God, I'm being really stupid right now. Just use Starfire all the time. Auto shot's built into it. Doesn't matter if it's ready. I'm going to be using it anyway. I should never have a need to use auto shot. Should always be using my macro here. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Oh my god, my hair's so long, man. Ever since COVID started, I've been working from home. I'm a software developer, you know. I have worked from home for like a year and a half. And since I was working from home, I was like, what the hell? I don't need to get a haircut. Why get a haircut? Why pay money for a haircut when no one sees me? I'm just sitting at home working. So I've not cut my hair in like a year, and God knows, it's like literally down to my shoulders, man. I look like a hippie. Look like a hippie. Alright. We still not get Mage Row. Son of a biscuit. Dogs. $351 damage. Well, if they nerf this class, it still hits really hard, so maybe they nerf like auto shot, I don't know. Doesn't feel like a nerfed class. Parkour. Ah. What? Reduct? What? That Reduct, that was you? That wasn't you, was it? You were the demon hunter over there in Snowfight Hold? Ah. Wow, the server's that crowded. Why? Yeah, I don't play on that server, so I'm playing on the free pick server. I just don't like I don't like the idea of not being able to pick what I want, you know? It's like I want to pick the classes I want to pick the talents I want. That's the whole point of an open class system. That you're picking what you want, you know? You've been farming there for like an hour. It's an experienced hotspot, really? I don't know if the queue's that bad. I never play on that server, so I just, you know, when I looked at it, I was like, well, I want to play on the server where I can, you know, have free pick of what abilities I want to use for my builds. So that was the Area 52. Okay, now I can do, now we can do the other herbs. %, increased XP, nice. Nice. I'm level 11. I'm just going through the quest. I haven't really been looking to grind too much. Leveling my herbalism, just for the hell of it. Just because I can't help not level a profession. It's just built into me. It's like, oh, I gotta level a profession. Gotta do something. Ah, just turn myself around. What am I doing? Yeah, it feels like I just wish they would have made the leveling faster. It's so punishing to have to sit here and play like 3 or 4 hours just to get to like level 12. You know, when all you're really trying to do is like evaluate the alpha. You know, it's like I just want to evaluate these classes and see which ones I like best, and then play those classes the most. And it's just a little punishing. I think they did it because they don't want people to run through the content and have nothing to do. And then because when people run out of content, then they do something else. And maybe they wanted the hype of all the people streaming, you know, all the content, and they knew there'd be more stream uptime, more people streaming longer if it took longer to actually get to 30. I mean, that's pretty much the smart thing to do. I mean, the way they're doing it is probably the smart thing to do if they're trying to get more exposure to the game. But it's annoying. It's gonna be a bush. It's gonna be a bush. Here comes Silver Pine, or what is it called? Silverleaf, yep. The bush. It doesn't always give returns. Yeah, that's true. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look, guys. I mean, we go to... I don't know if it probably won't show up because this isn't a real official game, though. Like, if you go to YouTube and do a search, right? Like, if I do go to YouTube and I search for, I don't know, World of Warcraft. And I don't see anybody streaming it, right? Let's say I did Ascension. Or no, what's it called? Conquest. So you can see I'm streaming live. But if the game is here, like World of Warcraft, we can click this, and it will show all the people currently in YouTube that are streaming live under that tag, you know. So you got me, interesting, Conquest. Night, you know, whatever, Mythic Dungeon, Russian. Not a lot of people. It's interesting. Not a lot of people streaming now. Let's take this to a different search, right? Let's do yeah. There's Final Fantasy 14. Not as many streams as I would have thought. See, there's more though. Still not a lot. What do you say the length of leveling is? Yeah, it's a testing point for sure, but I mean, there's no need. There's no need to test that. Everybody knows. I mean, anybody knows how long it takes to level 1x, right? They haven't changed the quests. We're doing the same quests. I mean, one of my biggest negatives against Ascension in general is, I mean, it's just basically World of Warcraft. And if you're tired of World of Warcraft, like I am, because I played WoW for so long, I'm kind of bored of it. It's tough because it's fun because it's a new take on WoW. But even after that, when the new take and the newness wears off of the new take, what you're left with is still doing the same quests, doing the same dungeons, playing the same classes outside of this new, conquest. So it's going to get old very quickly for me. Like, for example, playing on the free pick server is really fun, but once I play on there for like maybe a couple months, I might get to the point where I'm like, okay, I've done all the builds I want to try. It's fun, it's great, whatever. But now what I'm left with is the same shit I've always done, which is just do the raids, do the dungeons, the shit I've done 10,000 times. So it's very easy to get bored. So that's one of my knocks on this server in general. But whatever. I mean, that's what they do. These guys don't have the ability or the time to create an entirely new MMO, right? I mean, what we all need is good new MMOs, right? That's what we all want, right? I don't think there's a person watching the stream who doesn't say, God, I wish Blizzard or Blizzard would say, scrap WoW and create an entirely brand new MMO on a completely different IP, completely different lore. I mean, we all want that, don't we? I mean, I know I do. But it's just these companies aren't willing to invest the time and the money, and the companies that do it are looking for the quick buck. They're looking for the cash shop. They're looking for the monetization. They know they don't care. They're like, we'll just put in enough systems that gets people interested. We'll get them to buy the pre-order packages. We'll get them to come in and buy all the cosmetics and all the pay-to-win. We'll make our money, and we're done. You know, move on. Parkour? Parkour! 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 Yes! Successful parkour. What'd you say? There's so little what? I missed the conversation as I was on my soapbox. Well, Final Fantasy Endgame is glamour. Glamour is the Final Fantasy Endgame. Cosmetics. You know what I mean? Final Fantasy has really good stories, and you know I leveled to like level 50, and I just honestly I just kind of got bored. The combat's so bad. Combat in Final Fantasy 14 is really bad. Why am I not able? I was just gonna say, be able to turn this in. The combat in Final Fantasy 14 is really bad, and the particle effects that they use are just over the top. It's hard to see. When you look at a raid, there's just shit flying all over the screen, and none of it. There's no impact. It's not impactful, you know. You got to 15. My favorite, yeah. I've done it. I've done the count before. I don't think I've never gotten to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 9, 10. Oh yeah, I did 9. That's yeah. On the original vanilla client in 2004, they didn't flip that much. I think they changed the flip amount because it wasn't that much. I know for a fact they didn't flip like 9 times in a row. I mean, the only MMOs that are coming out right now that I mean, Ashes of Creation could be good, but because it's based around point control, it's probably going to turn into a very, it's going to turn into like, you know, like a hardcore PvP, you know, E-peen, hey, look at me, gank fest, which really isn't fun for most people. The only people who really enjoy that are like the little kiddies. People between the ages of like, you know, 15 and 20 are like, woohoo, we can get together with all my friends and beat the shit out of all these low-level characters in 5v2s and 10v3s and think that somehow we're really good. And it's like, yeah, whatever. You're awesome, dude. Way to go. Way to go. Wait for 10 of you to kill 3 people. You are amazing. Those people always make me lol. Boggy rods. Oh, actually, we need the earth root. So Ashes of Creation, I don't know. I don't think Ashes of Creation's gonna. I don't know. I don't trust Steven. I really don't trust Sharif. I really don't. So I have no idea, but I'm not a fan of his in general. I just like the staff. It just looks cooler. Image is everything. Oh, Final Fantasy, yeah. Well, like I said, the spell abilities and stuff. One of the things that WoW has going in its favor is that animations and spells are easy to discern. It's easy to see what someone's doing. When a mage casts a frostbolt, you know he's casting frostbolt. When a priest like casts renew on somebody, you can see that she casts renew. I mean, that makes PvP really good because you can see what's happening in front of you and you can try to counter it. It's like, oh, you know, mage is casting frostbolt, I could spell, you know, or I could, you know, interrupt him, or you know, there's you know, there's all these different types of things you can do. But when you play a game like Final Fantasy, it's very difficult to see what's going on because everything's so flashy. There's shit all over the screen. It's very difficult to. I mean, you're basically going off of repeated behaviors of like, well, I know that in this situation, this is what I would do if I was playing that class, or this is what he should do, and so you're trying to anticipate that. You're not basing it off of what you visually see because seeing is it's not that easy in Final Fantasy. Yeah, Astra Grayson's been in development forever. I mean, a guy who comes out and does like Pyramid Scheme initially, it's like, yeah, you can invite a friend, and if they invite 10 other friends, we're going to give you some points. And if you get enough points, you can get into the beta. It's like, oh, come on, really? Reminds me of Star Citizen, though. It's like, hey, you can get into this new alpha that we're going to do, and it's only $500. Pay $500 and you can get in. I'm like, you got what? $500? Are you kidding me? And it wouldn't be, it's like Stevens put up most of the money for the game himself. The guy has millions. The guy apparently has a ton of money, probably because he's a douchebag, pyramid scheme bastard. But whatever. I mean, the guy's obviously made his money in probably stocks or whatever. He's made a lot of money in his life. So, and I give him props for that. I have respect for someone who's successful in their life, and they're trying to do something with it. I have no problem with that. I just don't really trust the guy, you know. When you looked at like all the videos of the animations of the different character classes in Ashes of Creation, the animations you saw in the videos weren't the animations you saw on the betas. In the betas, the animations were reduced like a lot. Like 20% of all the glitz and glamour shit you saw on their highlight reels of like, here's all the warrior abilities. They scaled that shit down like a ton because the client couldn't handle it. It was too buggy, you know what I mean? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that again, but the game has the potential to be a fun game. And I hope it is a fun game, and I hope they get it working really well, but, I don't have I don't feel like it's going to be something I would want to play. But I think there's probably going to be a lot of people who will enjoy playing it. But I think you have to understand that whenever you do an MMO around point map control, that lends itself to PvP, that lends itself to ganking, that lends itself to guilds being entirely formed for one purpose alone, and that's to run around in a zone and dominate it. You're trying to take your cart, your wagon through there with resources to another city. They're going to kick your ass, and it's not going to be a fair fight. It's not going to be 5-on-5. It's going to be like 20-on-2. It's just, so if you like getting your butt slammed over and over again, unless you want to join a guild with a bunch of EPing and little kitties, which is what they're going to be. Hey, look at my dick. It's bigger than yours. Those kind of people. The Asmund douches of the world. Big dick damage. By the way, Asmongold is one of the worst PvP players I've ever seen. I'm a very skilled PvP player in World of Warcraft, and Asmongold is one of the worst PvP players. So for him to run around saying big dick this and big dick that, and he's terrible. He's one of the worst players. He just happens to be funny to watch because he's a fucking douchebag. He's white trash, man. It's like people watching Jerry Springer, which I would never watch, by the way, because it feels like I'm losing IQ just watching the damn thing. But people watch it because they enjoy watching stupid people. I don't like Asmongold. I think as a person, he's a nice guy. He takes care of his mom, and I think that's great. But as a streamer, I think he lies to you people. He's not always being truthful. He'll say one thing in a stream, and then 2 weeks later completely contradict himself. With me, what you see is what you get. I'm always going to be, the same person. I'm not going to try to portray somebody else. That always annoys me with streamers. Yeah, he is a terrible PvP player. He's absolutely horrible. I've watched him duel people, and it's just like, oh my god, you're so bad. But, I mean, he's fun to watch. But he's repetitive. He does the same things over and over again, like raising his eyebrows and moving his head a certain way. I mean, he's got all these mannerisms that are all around his persona. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. He has his persona that people like. It works for him. I mean, guy's kicking ass. He's making tons of money. His health is probably going down the tubes. He eats the worst food. He doesn't do anything but sit around in his chair all day. But I shouldn't say shit because I'm doing the same thing because since COVID, I can't even go to the office. I have to sit at home and program. I spend my days during the week writing code, sitting in a computer chair. So when my day's over, then I get up, eat some dinner, maybe play my guitar, hang out with my wife, and then maybe I'll stream or play a game, play some WoW or something. Right? But I'm not getting as much exercise as I would like. But I'm also not Asmongold's age. I'm 51 years old, right? I've had many of years of working out and playing sports and doing stuff, and now I'm enjoying being almost to the point where I'm getting, I'm just looking forward to retirement, honestly. When I retire, I'm going to be doing lots of hiking and camping and also working on my own video game, right? My own video game in Unreal Engine, That's the stuff I'll be doing. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, Swifty. Yeah, I never watched his channel. I never watched a lot. I don't really watch a lot of other streamers too much. The only time I ever really watched Asmongold was during big things like where he was talking about maybe WoW sucked and he was going to play Final Fantasy. I'd watch that just because I find it humorous, you know, because I think WoW does suck. Retail's like, I'm always amazed that people can play retail WoW. It's such a terrible game. I mean, it really is a bad game. I honestly, you can fire up EverQuest 2. Like, if you guys have never played EverQuest 2, I actually have more fun playing EverQuest 2 than playing like Shadowlands. You know what I mean? EverQuest 2 is way more fun than like Shadowlands. It's way more fun. You can go play Ion Classic, and that'd be more fun than Shadowlands. Shadowlands is a shit game. But everybody's entitled to their opinions, you know? You like it, that's cool. I mean, if you like any game, there's nothing wrong with that. Do what you want. That's kind of my attitude. Is you should just always do what makes things fun for you. If you enjoy playing a female tune like I do it. If someone says, "Oh my God, you're a guy and you play a female tune," there's something wrong with you. No, I just don't like looking at ugly male-ass tunes in front of me the whole time I'm playing a game. I like looking at a hot chick, not a douchebag guy. You know, that's just me. You know, if you like running around in a game and ganking other players nonstop that are 20 levels beneath you because it makes you feel like a better person, if that's fun for you, then do it. If that makes you feel better, then that's, you know, do what you got to do. But I'm never going to tell somebody how to play their character. You know, you play the way you want to play. That's why I'm never a big fan of, you know, the min-maxers who like yell at you. Like if you go into a raid and someone starts asking you, well, what talent points do you have? And if you don't have exactly what they think is like optimal, they'll give you shit. I'm like, fuck you. You know, it's a game. I bought a game to have fun, not for you to tell me how to play like you so I can be a sheep. You want me to be a sheep and follow the leader? Fuck you. I do what I want to do. That's just the way I am. I don't know how we got on this tangent, but let's get off of it. All right, what are we doing? I'm just grabbing some herbs. Let's go ahead and take out these quests. These are pretty easy. We're gonna do, yeah, the vial. Yeah, I didn't grab the vial yet. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. What time is it? 2:20. Jesus, really? I have not eaten anything today. This class, I like this class. It almost feels like I'm playing a hunter. It's like a hunter with benefits, you know? It's like a hunter who also has healing, you know? It's a pretty interesting class. I'm just really want to get to a higher level to see what these other abilities are going to be like. Hardcore? Ooh, 3 intellect. I think I played Araya Online. I think I played that once. Araya, maybe I played one of those like cutesy ones on Steam. I've played a lot of MMOs. So I've played a lot of them. Where's my with this vial? I played Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy has some great. I mean, the crafting in Final Fantasy is excellent, and the story is fantastic, and the gear, like the quality of the gear, is really good. Like the armor and stuff is really like layered, and you can see the layers, and it moves independently. Some of the items, so the gear and the transmog system in there is really fun to play with, and just the quests in general are really fantastic. But outside of that, the combat is just really poor, and I have a hard time playing a game if the combat's really bad. What makes WoW's combat really fun is that there's just a lot of synergy, blah blah blah. There's a lot of synergizing with the different abilities. Certain things work well together. You know, there's things like there's a lot of roots and stuns, and you can actually die normally. Like in a regular classic World of Warcraft client, it's very easy to bite off more than you can chew. And if you really don't understand that, try playing a warrior in Iron Man mode on a classic client and level to 60 without dying, and you will very quickly see just how difficult it is. It's actually really difficult. So there's more of a challenge to the combat. Like Final Fantasy, there's really not a lot of challenge. You just pretty much steamroll everything. And even in the Ascension, there's not as much challenge because everything's so overpowered because it's an open class system. So you can just pick all these abilities to make your character so powerful, which can be fun, but it gets old. You know, being able to just one shot everything's fun for like about 5 minutes, and you're like, okay, this is boring. You know what I mean? And that's why playing the original Vanilla WoW was so fun, because there was an effort of, well, it takes time and effort to do this stuff, and you know, you can get killed and you can die just about anything, and that makes the accomplishment of, you know, of actually leveling and getting stuff done. You know, you feel it's, you know, anything that's more difficult, the more difficult a task is, the more sense of enjoyment when you actually fulfill it and complete it. So if it's not difficult, you're not gonna have as much satisfaction, and that's one thing that's really lost on a lot of MMOs these days, is there's just no difficulty. Now, some people will say, well, 1x or whatever, a slow leveling isn't difficulty, it's just time. It is to a point, and there is some truth to that. But there's also just learning the class, understanding the mechanics, finding out ways to level quicker, you know, and you know, just, you know, doing really fun stuff, like creating really good AoE paladin builds, and, you know, doing like Frost Mage AoE to level faster, and those things are really fun. And there's skill involved. It's not like you can just step out of the gate and be like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, pull 20 mobs on my Frost Mage and AoE them down. You're gonna find out, if you've never done that before, you're gonna get killed. So there's definitely a skill ceiling too.
Good luck, friend. Goddess watch over you.
Ah, Dolinar, really? Might cool down on my hearth. Oh, actually, my hearth is up, but we don't want to go there yet, because we're gonna have some more Dolinar stuff we need to do. Yeah. Well, these characters are a lot more powerful than obviously the regular World of Warcraft classes in Classic WoW aren't this powerful. So you can see I'm level 12, and you know, the leveling, it's slow, but it's easy. There's not any really a challenge going on here. You know, it's not difficult. And I've said it time and time again, you know, the MMO I would create, most people wouldn't want to play because it would just be so punishingly difficult. You know, it wouldn't be easy. You would be getting killed a lot. There'd be a lot of skill involved, you know. You would have to use your resources. You would have to use your professions. You would use everything to try to stay alive. You know, everything would come into play. Magic would be incredibly rare. Like, I'm level, what, 12? On my MMO, you probably wouldn't have found a single magic item yet. Or if you were lucky, you might have found one. And it would be like +1. You'd find like a +1 sword or something. That would be the extent of any magic you'd find at this level. Because if magic's incredibly rare, just think how much you're going to appreciate it when you do get a magic drop. You're like, oh my god, I just got this magical sword. It would be so cool because you don't expect it. You never expect it because it just doesn't happen that often. It's like in WoW how you get an epic drop, like a purple drop in Classic. That's a big deal because you hardly ever get purple drops. That's what magic should be like in MMOs, in my opinion. Yeah, there were games like that where it was that's where Corpse Run came from. That's what the Corpse Run originally came from. Now, people now think of Corpse Run as you die and you run back to your corpse, but Corpse Run originally came from what you're talking about, where you would die and someone would have to go back in and revive you and retrieve your corpse. That was the original Corpse Run. So yeah. I got a pizza in the freezer. I could make a pizza. Put some pepperoni on top, maybe a little black olive. What is this chess piece? It's kind of cool. What is this? Just this plain brown chess piece. I don't know. It's 15. Yeah, level 15 is the battlegrounds. Or is the dungeons. I don't know. Oh, I guess I can do a random battleground right now. What? I didn't even know I could do a battleground. Oh, here we go. I got no mount, though. I got no mount. Let's see what kind of experience points we can get. You can get BGs at 10. Are most people? Hey, Blue. Blue didn't answer my question from earlier. Hey, Blue, can you get them out at level 1 like you can on the regular server? Are we winning? Let's see. I am on the red team, and the red team is winning barely. You haven't checked? Okay. Well, this person's got a mountain. They're level 14, so obviously you must be able to. So what is it, like 3 gold, I think? I've only got 1 gold. Shit, I can't see my other players. Alright, this is not good. We're just getting spanked at this point.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm dead! Oh no, they gave up. Run away! Where's the rest of my team? How come there's no, like, raid window or anything? There's no battleground window. I gotta probably turn it on in my UI. Let's see. Yeah, I don't. There's no like frames. Where's my BG frames? I can't even see the people in the group. And I'm not using any add-ons. This is the standard WoW interface. Okay, well this isn't good. All I see is a bunch of bad guys coming my way. Doesn't look good. Engage, Maverick. Engage. Doesn't get any better than that. Oh yeah, it does get better than this. This doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's just been a standard Ascension thing for a bit now. Okay, I figured it was. Why am I still sitting here? Meditate. This is weird. Why didn't it just take me to the graveyard already? Why am I sitting here? Resurrection. Well, we have 3 bases and they have nuns. Oh, Jesus. So they're kicking our ass, but somehow we have every base. Oh, this team's actually pretty smart. They're actually grabbing the bases. How are we winning this? I just got... Oh, so apparently the buddies showed up after I got my ass spanked. Then they decided to come and help. That's when they decided to show up. Oh, my God. All right, well, we have a 4 cap, so I guess we're going to win. Not from anything I did. What is this flesh golem? I don't know who summons a flesh golem. Well, running around on foot while everybody else is running around in mounts kind of sucks. It's from Necromancers? Okay, I figured it probably was. The Abomination, yeah. I'm just following the team. It's very difficult to really do much when I don't have player frames. I can't, like, even use my heals to heal people when I can't even see the windows. It's like, how the fuck? Where are the windows? I don't have Expert on, do I? No, this is just standard. Standard frames. Huh. Pretty tough to really help my teammates out when I can't even target them without doing it manually to see what their health is. I mean, I could probably turn on all nameplates. Might help, but... Trying to heal this guy, but doesn't really look like my heals are very strong. Oh my goodness! Look at the amount of XP I got. This is why people are doing it. Holy crap! I got like 15. I think I was like 2 bars away from leveling. I just got like 13 bars of XP. I wonder they're doing battlegrounds. And I got something. Wait. Can I use an axe? I don't even know if I can use an axe. Damn. That's some seriously good XP. I don't think I got a new ability. I don't see anything. Oh, wait. We did. Causes you to passively generate 1 stack. It looks like a passive. Yeah. It's just another passive. Oh, we got... Summon... What is it? Shooting Star. You charge at an enemy. Oh, here we go. Here's the charge I've been wanting. There's the charge I've been talking about. We need a movement ability. Well, I didn't feel very powerful in that battleground. I felt like people were just kicking my butt, but I was only level what? What am I, level 13? What was that, probably 10 to 20 bracket? I got all of this stuff, didn't I, from that battleground? So that bag gave me 6 things. 2 blues and 4 greens. So cloth, leather. What's this quest for? Oh, somebody gave me XP for that, but he didn't. Yeah, we got a new ability. I don't see what it's like. Man, this is the warrior quest line. Now let's see, we should have a deer around here we can smack around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we probably do. Yeah, it's an invalid target. That's okay, we're gonna smack around a deer or maybe a squirrel here in a second. See what it looks like. I guess it just gives us a sprint, sort of? Here, let's read the tooltip again. You charge an enemy with the force of a shooting star delivering arcane damage. Your move speed is also increased for 40% for 5 seconds thereafter. So it's a nice little movement increase. Yeah, I wonder that damage that was hitting me though in the battleground. Yeah, the hail of arrows was that person shooting arrows at me that was fucking me up. Is that a ranger? Is that a ranger, Blue? Because that person who was shooting arrows had a really long range to them. I think they were able to shoot. It looked like they were able to shoot outside of my range. I've got a 45-yard range though. But yeah. Oh, and then there was a monk hitting me as well, it looks like eventually. Yeah, it felt like the ranger was hitting pretty hard. And there was the monk was beating on me when I was at that one base by the flag, when they finally all came in, that was a monk that I was fighting head to head. And he was just pummeling me with his fists. Yeah, the ranger looked kind of scary. Tinker also has long range. Yeah, it seemed like the Ranger's shots might have had a longer than 45-yard range, which would be pretty impressive, actually. The thing with this class is you only have one skill that hits hard. Like, the Starfire shot hits hard, but it's on a 17.6 second cooldown, which is a weird cooldown. But the other thing what's interesting is these other abilities really don't hit that hard. Star Center doesn't hit that hard. Your Celestial Strike really doesn't hit that hard. So, this class kind of feels weak as far as, like, from burst potential. Your burst really isn't there. Doesn't feel like you have much burst compared to some of the other classes, is what I'm saying, I mean, the Guardian definitely had more burst. And I haven't played other classes that have, like, super high burst, so, but I'm going to guess there probably are some. But it seemed like that Ranger was hitting pretty hard. Why is it saying there's a quest here? Well, that's, I think, down here. Down. Trying to get the spells actually work. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not complaining. No, I wasn't complaining. This is the thing. Okay, this is the thing, guys. If I say something negative, don't take it as a complaint. I'm merely stating what I see. I realize it's an alpha. I realize, trust me, I'm a software engineer. I code every day. I understand they're fixing bugs. Okay? Trust me. All I'm saying is this is what I see currently. So I'm saying this class isn't very bursty currently. I'm not saying that's not going to change. I'm not saying they're not going to bounce. I'm just giving you feedback on what I see currently. I'm going to tell you right now, Nafezilla, nothing pisses me off more than anybody who comes into my chat and says, it's alpha. Fuck, I'm well aware it's alpha, dude. Trust me. Jesus Christ. Like I said, trust me, I've coded on enough programming projects to understand what alpha means. I've fucking played, you know how many alphas I've played in my lifetime? I've played in a ton of MMO alphas. Yeah, people always get so defensive. It's only alpha. It's gonna be issues. Might have dragged from the raid window, Volmok? Yeah, well, the raid window, though, but we don't have... We couldn't even see the raid window, right? There was no raid window. If you're talking about, like, the bars, yeah. I could install Expert or something that would probably it probably showed up then. And like you said, it probably would be raid. It's alpha. Don't say anything bad. I can't tell you what I think because it's alpha. Like, there was one guy... Oh, man, my movement speed is definitely... Look at that. Look how fast I'm swimming in the water. Holy shit. So they do have the world scrolls are still in effect. What are the Pyromancer and Runeweaver like? I haven't played those, Don. The Pyromancer I was interested in playing. I was curious about the Phoenix Pet, kind of how much damage it did. So, but I haven't played it yet, so. How are they going to rein in 21 classes? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Class balance is always an issue. One thing that's nice about the open class system on the regular Ascension is that everybody's in the same boat. Everybody can pick the same thing. So if there's a class that's overpowered, well, you don't have to, it's like you have to create a new character to be that overpowered class. You just reset your talents, spec the way that person spec, and guess what? You're just as overpowered as they are. So in my mind, that's completely balanced because everybody has the access to everything that everybody else has. You don't have to re-roll. What's imbalanced is when you actually physically have to play a different character because your character just can't compete. It's like, well, my priest can't compete with a Death Knight. If a Death Knight attacks me and I'm a Shadow Priest, I just can't seem to kill him. And that's a very hard matchup for a Shadow Priest to go up against a Death Knight. You can beat him, but you have to be really skilled. And there's always going to be classes that counter other classes. That's part of what makes PvP fun. If everything was completely balanced, it'd be nice, but it's not always that easy to do for whatever reason. But yeah, 21 class balance, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if they're going to be able to at least get them somewhat balanced. I don't expect it to be perfect, but you know, just to see how close can they get to making, you know, being pretty fair balance. It should be a lot of work, yeah. Oh, hey Brimstone, what you do is click the when you create your character here, there'll be an icon in your bag. It looks like a little circle. And if you right click on it, it will sync your vanity items to this account, to this character, and then you go back in, you can go to your vanity. Now, I don't know if the scrolls transfer. I haven't seen them. Let me look. This is the gear. Here's the cosmetic set, the Cyclopean gear. I don't think the scrolls transfer. Yeah, scrolls don't transfer. Yeah, Blue's right. They don't transfer. They aren't part of your vanity because it's stuff that's permanently in your vanity is the stuff that'll transfer. So anything that you can use and goes into your vanity and stays there permanently is stuff that you can transfer over. So. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. It's like a Torn Stop but longer reduct. I haven't played the Pyromancer. I think the mount's level 1. Yeah, the mounts will come over because your mounts are usually in your... If it's a vanity mount, like something you got from like Iron Man mode or something you purchased off the store, yeah, those will be able to come over. Now, of course, you'll have to have the gold to buy your training still, right? So anyways, I'm done with this character for now, I think. We leveled her up to level 13. She's pretty good, but it definitely feels like we saw in PvP. I feel like this character's... It's funny because when I was leveling her, I felt like she'd be really strong, but then once I got the battleground, you know, I didn't feel strong at all. I felt very weak. You know, head-to-head against the monk, I pretty much got my butt whooped. The ranger was able to hit me at looked like a further distance, plus with more arrows. Like I said, the one ability I have that hits really hard is Starfire, and it's on a 17.6 second cooldown. So it's like I feel like I hit hard for one skill, and then I gotta wait a while before I can do damage again. Really, these other abilities just don't hit that hard. So now we did pick up this ability here, the charge, but you know the damage it does, 35 to 37. That's pretty damn weak when you figure my health pool is 336. You know that's not really doing a whole lot of damage. So it does give us a gap closer though, which is nice. Definitely needed that on this character. So yeah, the mount as far as the COA mount, let's see if it's in here. I don't see the COA mount in here, to be honest. I don't see it. I've got my Ironclad, my Camel. I got my Charter from the COA. Just gives me the title. I got the Nightmare's Book, Vestments, Tabard. Yeah, I don't see the mount. Got my Voidwalker from Nightmare Mount. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. Well, it doesn't go in there because it's not. So what it is, it's character bound. Certain things are character bound, like the bag, like that 130 slot bag is character bound. I guess the mount must be character bound. They didn't want like every character across your server, your server to get it. So, anyways, I'm gonna take a break, get something to eat. I haven't eaten all day. And then I'm not sure what I'm gonna play when I come back. I might try a different character. I mean, it sounds like if the Pyromancer reduct, if the Pyromancer is pretty strong, that might be one I play. There's the Pyromancer. There's also the... let's take a look at the character creation screen here real quick. You got the Pyromancer. The other one I was thinking about playing... The other ones I was thinking about playing was the Ranger, maybe. It just seems kind of... it might be boring, but they seem to do pretty good damage. And the Primalist. The Primalist, the Ranger, and the Pyromancer all seem kind of interesting. Stormbringer seems interesting, but I don't know how good the Stormbringer is in PvP. very oppressive in BGs. Oh, they do. So why does the barbarian? Is the barbarian is he just the amount of damage he's doing? Savage warrior is about strength above all else. I mean, the barbarian is another class I thought about trying. You can't do the barbarian on an alliance, I don't think, can you? Oh, you can. You can be a human barbarian. Cool. You can also be a dwarf barbarian. And I know you can be an orc barbarian. And I think troll barbarian, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Tauren. No, you can. You can be a Tauren barbarian, but not an undead. Barbs have good burst. What about the Guardian? What about the Guardian though? Is the Guardian stronger than Barbarian? Because I like the Guardian, and I've only got mine like at level 13. I might play the Guardian more if I feel like I can do some BGs and have fun in BGs with the Guardian. I don't know. What are the other classes I haven't really even thought about playing? The Witch Doctor I haven't really thought about. Guardian is weaker than Barb? Okay. They don't take as much damage. Oh, so you're saying the Guardian's tankier than... Oh, okay. The Guardian's not as tanky. I mean, it is tankier than the Barbarian, but it doesn't do as much damage. Okay. What about the Witch Doctor? Hey, Blue, have you seen any Witch Doctors? They seem like kind of like a warlock. Barbarian is a dual-wield Zerker warrior versus Guardian equals Prot warrior. Yeah, I gotcha. Where I get stacks on people and a slam that multiplies damage based on the stacks. It doesn't miss. I've seen it outright kill someone in a duel. Oh, man. You don't know about the docs? Yeah. I haven't seen too many Witch Doctors. What about the Stormbringer? Those are hard to miss because of the visual effect of the lightning. You had to have seen some Stormbringers in Battlegrounds. Because that lightning is a very hard thing to miss. Tell me if the Stormbringer, if it hits hard. Yeah, the Guardian running ability is really stupid. The fact that you can't stop it, that it's just you're running and you can't stop running. You have to run up to somebody and run circles around them to do the Thunderclap and ability that's at the end of it, the Ground Stomp or whatever it's called. Stormbringer isn't strong in team fights, so they just so they need support. Well, I'm leaning towards Pyro. I'm leaning towards Pyro or I don't know, maybe Barbarian. Pyro, Barbarian, and what else? I don't know. I don't really want to play Necromancer. I don't feel like the pets are implemented very well in this game right now. I think they need a lot of work. The AI on them seems really poor. Outside of the normal pets, like a normal hunter pet, like regular. What else have I not played? I haven't played Son of Arago. I haven't played Countermaster. We can't play. I haven't played Monk. Reaper I wasn't really digging. Haven't played Primalist. I haven't played the Rune Master. What's the Rune Master do? Spirit Mages. What I like about the Rune Master is that lighted text up here that says highly complex and unique. Anytime a class, they describe it as highly complex or like high skill cap, those are usually the ones I want to play. Because usually it's more fun. If it's highly complex and requires a high ceiling, then, learning them is always more enjoyable. Have you seen any Rune Masters that you know of, Blue? I have no idea what kind of visual spells they have or anything. It says they're spirit mages which use multiple schools of magic. They are very unique and play differently from traditional casters. Runes, portals, and ancient arcane magics are all aspects of the spirit mage's toolkit. Portals, do they port around? Wide array of control and utility effects. It's very complex and difficult to master. Spirit mages are constantly protected by a magical barrier. This is another one of those classes where they call the class a Rune Master, but then in the yellow text it's all like called something else, Spirit Mage. Like, there's so many classes in here that do that. It's a Rune Master, but we're calling it a Spirit Mage. It's a Knight of Zoroth, but we're calling it a Flesh Warden. It's so funny. What's the other one? The Venomancer. It's a Venomancer, but it's really a disciple of Shadra or a prophet. It's so funny that they do that. that cuts their max health by a lot, but they use their mana pool as a shield. Oh, really? As a wild lore class? Hey, Tater, how's it going, Tater? Into the old RPG rule type things? Interesting. They're fairly weak. You would imagine they'd be good in team fights. Oh yeah, here's a question. Which class has the most CC? Which class can CC the most? Because that would be fun in BGs. If I can go in and just start CCing everybody. Is there a class that has tons of CC? There were dudes who wrote runes on their bodies. You've only seen one stun on any class? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. It's too bad we don't have a class that's more based around CC. I think I'm gonna go with Pyromancer. I know someone was saying that they do have a stun. I think it was Reduct. Reduct, you were saying Pyro and Barbarian both feel very oppressive. So I might try Pyromancer. I think that sounds interesting. So give me a chance to take a break for an hour, and then I'll come back and after eating some food and getting a break, and then I'll come back and I'll maybe stream the Pyromancer, and we'll see what kind of abilities they have. Yeah. I've got one created, Fairy Fire, but I'll probably... He's kind of ugly, so let's recreate her real quick. Oops, cancel. Great. I'm probably running out of character slots. So Pyromancer. The Pyromancer. Shady Burn. He burns us. I don't know. Pyro in particular had this big AoE stun that hurt. Okay. Alright, so we've got the Pyromancer. Oh, that name's not available. Wow, that's a name that people don't usually take. Pyromancer. I don't know. I don't know. I'm always terrible coming up with names anymore. Stupid name. Stupid. Alright. Pyromancer. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. I'm going to get something to eat, and we'll come back and we'll try the Pyromancer. See how that goes. Hope you guys are having a great... What is it, Saturday? Is it Saturday? I don't even know what day it is. It's Sunday. Wow, I thought it was Saturday. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I will catch you a little bit later, and peace out. Thanks for watching.